Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Giving a lesson, don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
Yo!
Hi.
Yo!
That sounds annoying.
Well, that's a little loud. What up, y'all? Welcome, Replicon
Well,
Radio.
I guess it's another Monday, isn't it?
I think so.
Hey!
We all made it through another Monday.
I think we're here. I think we're doing it.
Made it through another week of bullshit to have fun today.
Fun till Tony takes something away.
Oh, no.
I don't know what he's taking, but he's going to take something.
He's going to take the
Hopefully
microphone.
not.
What's up, everybody out there in Replicon Radio land? We're coming at you live from the Big Rude Dungeon here in Replicon Studios.
For those of you that don't know, we do this every Monday.
We got
from
new
6 to
equipment,
10.
sort of.
Well, it benefits me. It's crazy on my end.
Hopefully, let us know. Make sure everything should sound absolutely normal to everyone else.
Except for us.
Well, it sounds normal to us, too. It just doesn't sound normal to the individuals on the phone.
That is correct.
So
This
now-
is the test run.
We're coming at you from all angles. Tony and our guests. Since Tony is a guest now, since he's quarantined himself for Replicon and nothing
Eventually,
else.
I'll be back, I guess. I guess I have to. I mean, it's been nice being on the phone, though. Like, just being able to call in every week. And just
Yeah,
kind of
just
Kevin Gillett. It's pretty dope.
Show up for like 35, 40 minutes and then go to sleep. Right?
No, I stay tuned in. I'll be in the chat.
Twice.
What?
Last week and like 2 weeks before that. Or a week.
So that's 3 weeks.
No, twice. It was last week and then 2 weeks before last week. You were in the chat.
Just because I'm not texting in the chat doesn't mean I'm not listening to the show.
No, it means you're sleeping.
No, what? No, I'm not sleeping.
That goes for everyone.
That's right.
If you're not chatting in the chat room, that means you're sleeping.
That's right.
I mean, I guess if you're going by those parameters, then I'll be snoozing.
You snoozing, you losing.
Yeah.
Cruising for a bruising.
I'm going to go to sleep.
You're going to sleep right now?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
See, I can hear that now. Now that it's not across
I was just
the
going
room.
to say, this might be a bad decision because now we can hear, we can hear what the fuck Rue does when we're on the phone with guests. And
That
shit.
happened one time. I fucking was falling asleep. And that was because I didn't get shit for sleep the fucking night before because I was fucking up late over some stupid shit.
I won't be able. I can't even mute him. Like I can mute him. Like, it's gonna, see, that's gonna be. I can mute you for the audience, but I can't mute you for the people on the phone.
Be mindful, Rue. We have updates.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Our update is a downgrade, possibly.
Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
We apologize to everyone in advance if Big Roo falls asleep or listens to. Well, there's no sports, so we don't have to worry about you listening to football on your phone.
I don't ever listen to it. I turn the sound down and watch.
Boo! But yeah, man.
That'll be coming back here shortly. Got another. When they start to report to training camps in a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foosball's coming back, huh?
We just got done with the draft. The quarantine draft. Got that all squared away.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you win?
I mean, Green Bay looks like they picked up a bunch of nobodies.
It's always good.
A lot of Green Bay people are fucking pissed because they went with a quarterback first fucking round. But if they realize that they don't have a backup, they need a fucking backup. So
I am curious, how did the draft go? Like, as far as like how smooth was it? Since I guess it was all streamed. Like, how did that go over?
It actually went really good. It went a lot better than everybody thought it was going to be. Everybody's like, how the fuck is this going to work without people being in a fucking room? Well, it worked the same way, but just nobody was in the same room.
Bro, they're doing American Idol live, and everyone's in their own homes, including the judges, the hosts, the fucking.
Yeah, that would just sound dumb.
They probably still have the contestants just crammed in one hotel room though.
No, they're all in their own their homes.
Oh,
and they got
weird.
like a setup. They got I guess I'm assuming they have camera crews there, but I know some of it's like even on their phones. Everybody's doing Zoom. Like,
Zoom.
Crazy.
Zoom. Yeah. Everybody likes Zoom.
Now that it's fucked up though. Now that everyone is like quarantined and everybody's fucking
quarantine.
Everybody's doing
CORN.
doing lives and doing all this shit. Like, they're gonna force us to fucking go to video. We're gonna have to go fucking Zoom the show and shit.
We could do like a Zoom conference call for the entire show.
Yeah,
that's a negative.
People are gonna expect it, man.
So last week we talked about bees. You want to hear some more fun fact about bees?
Not really. I mean, you want to hear me snore?
Yeah. See it. You know, bees have 5 eyelids, you know.
I don't. Why?
I don't know why they have them, but they have 5.
How many eyes do they have?
2.
Huh?
2.
They have 2 eyes and 5 eyelids.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Well, I don't want any more facts then if you don't even know why.
Camels have 3 eyelids and they have 2 eyes. I don't know why they only have 3 though. They should have 4, right?
Yeah, wouldn't they have 4? Like, where's that third odd one?
I don't know.
That's a good question. That's for their third eye inside of their hump. Because
now, are they saying 3? Are they saying 3 eyelids per eye? So 6 total?
He doesn't know.
It just says camels have 3 eyelids.
He's not.
I would imagine they had one that's like protected of like sand and stuff like that, and then they have the normal blinky one, and then maybe they have another one.
Maybe
the blinky one. I don't know if you're winking or blinking at me.
Yeah.
Do you know that mosquitoes are attracted to people who just ate bananas?
Why is that?
Because it's the sweetness of the banana.
But it's just banana, or is that just a generic?
It's just the banana
thing for you to say. It's not. What about others? I just ate a fucking candy bar.
It's just the banana. It's the smells of the banana.
That's weird. I didn't think they were attracted to sweet stuff. I thought I didn't know what they were attracted to, outside of blood. But I didn't know. I didn't know that the sweetness changed that for them.
I don't know if it's necessarily the sweetness, but it's the banana smell, and I think a banana smells kind of sweet.
Oh, you just
guessed I thought it was. Yeah, because I thought it was carbon dioxide that they were attracted to, and then they were like, "Oh, the things that I like to feed on breathe carbon dioxide, so I'm going to go wherever that is."
We can look them up and watch.
I thought, well, how did you find the facts if you didn't look them up?
Because I have a facts app.
You're just assuming they're facts.
No, I'm not assuming. I'm not assuming. We can go look at it right now.
But you're before just now. You were.
It's
assuming.
a fact, man. Snapple don't lie.
These are Snapple caps.
Yeah. Boy, they're pretty interesting. Do you know a hummingbird weighs less than a penny?
You want to know another hummingbird fact? Is that the fact their tongue actually wraps around the backside of their skull and goes to the top of it.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Look up the anatomy of a hummingbird skull and look at their tongue. It actually wraps around the backside of their head. It's fucking weird.
So you've looked this up before? You're like, what is the anatomy of a hummingbird and what is their skull like?
No, that's one of those things that I've actually come across. Like, I've just been randomly scrolling, and then it's just a random, like, I follow, like, nature pages on, like, Instagram and stuff like that, and it was one of their posts, and they just posted randomly, like, oh, because, of course, you know, it has to be gruesome.
Like,
it was
nature is metal or whatever?
Yeah, it was like, that one is more like grotesque stuff, but, like, there was another one where they were holding a hummingbird skull, and they like, because I guess the tongue is like a tendon, so, like, they had it, and they were pulling it, and it was like, it went around the backside of their head. It was fucking weird, man.
That sounds pretty weird.
Do you know a ball of glass will bounce higher than a ball of rubber?
Yeah, I believe that if it bounces correctly, like, I feel like it would shoot. It'd be more likely to shoot off in a weird direction because there's no, like, give. Like, a rubber ball will, like, at least give a little bit to flatten out and then go straight back up. I feel like a glass ball would just shoot off to the fucking side.
Well, remind you, that being said, I'm pretty sure it's like hot glass. What is this guy?
Well, no. Like, Rupert's drops, they don't break. Like, I'm not saying it's got to break. I'm saying that, like, if it's a solid glass ball, there's no give. So when you drop it, unless it's on a perfectly smooth surface, I would imagine that it's going to kind of hit some type of imperfection and shoot off to the side rather than just bouncing straight back up.
Fuck yeah!
But wouldn't you have that in a rubber ball too? Imperfection?
Well, the rubber ball, it would do that, but it actually conforms around that to a degree. It forms around the imperfection in the surface that it's bouncing on enough to where it flattens out enough before it shoots itself back up into the air.
That's a great answer.
There was a question?
And it makes perfectly great sense.
What the fuck is going on here?
Do you know cats?
Every once in a while, it makes sense. Every once in a while.
Mosquitoes have 47 teeth.
And fuck every one of them.
Right? Motherfucker.
That seems like a lot.
Speaking of mosquitoes, I know that you probably heard this, but they were talking on one of the things one of the podcasts I listened to, that we shouldn't be worried about murder hornets, even though I already know that, you know, they really don't bother humans. They're more so detrimental to the honeybee population. However, what people should really be freaking out about is if there's a murder bug, quote unquote, is the mosquito. The mosquito kills hundreds of millions of people a year, and we're worried about a fucking hornet. Get out of here.
Mosquito brings all the diseases, don't they?
Sure do.
Mosquitoes are flying hypodermic needles, man. Dude, I fucking hate mosquitoes. And mosquitoes love me. I don't know why, man. I don't know what type of blood I have, but man, they fucking love me. Are they attracted to, like, bananas and sweet shit? Because, you know, fuck, I don't know.
They are attracted to bananas. Like, if you just eat a banana and you go outside at nighttime, you're gonna get attacked more than somebody who hasn't eaten a banana and went outside.
Fuck, dude. I remember one time I was over at one of my ex's house, and we were sitting out on her mom's porch, and it was one of those nights that you were sitting on the porch just drinking and all that stuff, and we were out there for until like 3 or 4 in the morning. I was feeling really good. I didn't feel nothing really. I mean, every once in a while I'd swat one away. I didn't realize how bad I was getting eaten up until the next day, because I had gym shorts on. Both of my legs, like from the knee down, were just like mosquito bites, just like nothing but mosquito bites. Dude, it was so bad.
Them fucking June bugs are out like a motherfucker already too.
Banana blood, Tony's banana blood.
Here you go.
I'm one giant loaf of banana bread.
Here you go. Americans on average eat 18 acres of pizza a day. P just contributed to that today.
I did.
I feel like I want to contribute to that every day.
Here's one I didn't know. There are 18 different animal shapes in the Animal Cracker Zoo.
Oh, yeah?
What?
What are they?
I don't know what all of them are, but I know there's like lions, tigers,
Giraffes.
Yep. There's giraffes.
I think there's hippos. Yeah.
What else is there?
I think a cheetah. Isn't there like a cheetah or something like that in there?
Well, cheetah or tiger. It's a small cat. What? Yeah, it could be.
What is wrong with it?
What else is there?
I feel like I can Google this.
That's what I'll do, man. You do. Oh, shit.
Sleeping already, bud? What is going on? What do you do when your mouse doesn't work properly? Which I don't think a mouse is part of the Animal Cracker Kingdom, but...
Animal Cracker Identifier. Well, let's see what this is. Oh, okay.
Are you trying to see
All
what
right,
they
here we go.
what
You
do
got
what do the Animal Crackers
rams,
identify as?
rhinoceroses, zebras, bear, lion,
12.
rabbits, turtles, camels, penguins, elephants, owls, and monkeys. Excuse me.
On this Animal Cracker Identifier, I see 13.
I got 11 on this one.
And how many did you say there were, bro?
18.
So which one of those is a fact then? What's
Well,
your fact
I'm seeing
checker?
things on here that I ain't never seen. I didn't know they had a buffalo, a cat, a donkey, a goat, a
your
horse.
list is what these animals identify as. That's way different than what they actually are.
No, they're all animal crackers. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
these
the
are-
shape of the animal cracker.
But that's just what they identify as, though.
Here, how many?
Well, the
I'm
elephant
sure there's
is like
animal
a
cracker
giant-
elephants that identify as a buffalo, and you can't.
Animal Cracker Wikipedia.
You can't just assume their animal cracker gender, or
2, 4,
whatever that is.
13 on this one too.
Yeah, I got 13 on the one.
So we
What?
so that just
And that's on
disproves your whole
that's on
Snapple Cap
Wikipedia.
logic.
How many different animal shapes are there? It says
in the Animal Cracker Zoo. Yeah, you gotta make sure you put the Animal Cracker Zoo in there.
What's the
Yeah,
difference?
see, in Animal Cracker Zoo it says 18. Yeah, I'm this one I'm reading says 18, but
So
I'm
the
trying
other
to
animal
find like
crackers we
shapes.
normally eat, they're not in the zoo. They come in the fucking circus fucking train, right?
Fun fact: there has been 37 different varieties of animal crackers since 1902.
Don't they come in the circus train?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's not a zoo. I don't know if anybody knows.
Ooh, the animal crackers recipe. Ooh.
I know, right? I want to make me some fucking animal.
What was it?
Could-
Who just came out with somebody just came out with an animal cracker
You're an animal cracker.
shake? Or
Oh
something.
my god, these look sick. Oh god, they look like they're all like mutated animal crackers. Holy shit!
See, this one says there's 17 of them: gorilla, bear, bison, cougar, camel, elephant, giraffes, hyenas, monkeys, kangaroos, hippopotamuses, tigers, zebras, sheep, lion, and rhinoceroses. Rhinoceroses.
Rhinoceroses?
Rhinoceroses.
Rhinocerosi.
Wow.
I need to wake up.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing over there, bud.
Fucking
Come over. You
sleep.
can come over. And
There's
fix-
no word in the English language that rhymes with month.
mump.
Month, like the month of May.
Oh, there's a. Is this like the thing where they said that you can't rhyme orange?
Orange.
With with a word in the English language, I don't know if you can or not.
Orange.
I mean, you could tweak it a little bit. Like
Nope.
you say, you could tweak.
can't
like,
tweak- you can't
depending on how
tweak
you
that.
say it, you can say like punk. You can make that sound like month.
You didn't.
I'm not a rap genius here.
Punk month, bump, thump,
You
lump.
got a month, you punks. What if you're ABK? You can rhyme punk with month.
You can. You could. Slump, month and lump.
Something.
Why? Why is my computer? I'm gonna fucking shoot everybody. Show's canceled. Sorry, guys.
Bye.
I can't fucking do anything.
Show's canceled.
Oh my god, why is this happening? What else you got, bud?
All kinds of stuff, man. There's over 1,000.
Over 1,000 fake facts?
Mona Lisa has no eyebrows.
Is that 'cause she's
you can rhyme frump with month. There you go.
How?
It's all in how you say it.
Well, how
Like
do you
how-
say it?
I think what you're
Well,
failing to realize is that with the English words in the English language, there's no tweaking.
Isn't frump in there? Like frump a month?
No.
Frump a month?
Frump a month?
But it
Monthly frump?
still
You
doesn't-
have got to be kidding.
But it doesn't rhyme, Tony.
I mean, well, not when you say frump month. Like you gotta, it's all in how, like what the words that preceded are.
now I
Like
want
I
to look.
said, I'm not a rap genius. I don't know how to do
You're
that.
not even a rap fucking elementary schooler. Like,
No. I'm not even a rap beginner. No. Like, I don't even know how to karaoke rap. Like that's how little I am about rap. So all of you listeners out there trying to suggest that we need to come up with our own rap, this is a terrible idea.
nobody actually did it. I don't think they said rap. They said song.
Same thing.
A kangaroo can jump 30 feet.
Are we singing?
Show me. I don't know. We haven't done either, but it was suggested.
Lizards communicate by doing push-ups.
Is that right?
That's what it
I don't know if that's right. I guess it's possible.
A 1-minute kiss burns about 26 calories.
Yeah, when you have to fight the person off because it's an unwanted kiss.
Okay, I cannot get the show's gonna be weird tonight because I can't fucking use my mouse. But I pulled it up on my phone. So shout out to motherfucking Heather for a $2 super chat for Dead Body Man's useless knowledge, and shout out to Jimmy Red for that $4.99 super sticker. That's a cute little kitty that says "Hiya." That's dope. Sorry, we were late to getting to that because I can't open my stuff and nobody else paid attention.
Honeybees are the only insect that create a form of food for humans.
Honey. Honey, honey, honey. Oh, honey, honey. What I don't know what else.
You want to tell them about that freshness nut fest on your couch
I mean, I want my
coming May 30th?
May 30th, yeah. Magic Ninja Entertainment and Twisted announced the Net Fest, the music festival all
Nut
on the
Fest.
net. Live May 30th on Astronomicon's YouTube channel. They just announced it today. It's free per-view. It is a free per-view, so everyone can tune in and watch it for free. It's going to be a bunch of artists, a bunch of stuff. We don't know all the details just yet. But I know Twisted's going to be doing a set. Blaze is going to be doing a set. Mars announced that he's a part of it.
How do you know this?
What?
How do you know they're going to do
They
this?
announced it today on
Doesn't mean it's
live
real.
Ashtrays and action figures.
I just told you about animal crackers and you told me I was wrong.
Well, we looked it up and you were wrong.
Well, look up, see if Twitch.
The animal. I can't. I watched him talk about it earlier.
That don't mean nothing.
Well, they said they were. If the Animal Cracker Company said there's 18, then they'd be listed. It's not just the. But yeah, Mars said he was going to be a part of it. How to Gag a Maggot, Jimmy Don, and King Gordy said they're a part of it, and who knows who else is going to be a part of it.
It's going to be a little weird. Should we all like get together and put it on the side of the house and drink and make it like a live concert?
Yes, we should.
Get
We're
the
gonna
projector out.
Netfest and chill, bro, with Replicon Radio. Maybe we'll go live within their live. How about that?
There you go. The liveception.
Yeah.
Would go live with watching it.
Like, you could go live on the Replicon page. Rue will go live on his personal page. I'll go live on my personal page, and we'll all just live. Like, it'll be insanity.
That'd be so live.
It'll be so live and so much endless amounts of feedback.
It would be. I'm gonna lose my mind on my computer though. That's all I can do right now. I literally can't change the screen. I can't stop anything. I can't do anything right now. Very frustrating.
Well, don't hit it too hard. You might accidentally make it reset itself or shut down.
I probably need to do that, but I can't because it would kill the show.
Don't you reset it every week? Like, don't you shut it down, or you just close it?
It restarts itself generally, yeah. But
I didn't know this. Bowling pins need to tip over a mere 7.5 degrees to fall down.
Oh yeah, I feel like you should know that.
I feel like I should too. I didn't know that.
Why not?
No.
Why didn't you know that, Rue?
I don't know. The center of some golf balls contain honey.
What?
Did I hear that right? Did he just say some golf balls contain honey?
That is what I said. The center of some golf balls contain honey.
Why?
Oh, well, it's probably some type of, I don't know. People that are way smarter than we are probably think that it's a good idea. So,
Yeah, but why?
How many dimples
probably-
on a golf ball?
it probably adds some type of elasticity to the
17.
core of the ball.
Way wrong.
There's a bunch.
There's a lot. There's
Really?
hundreds.
337.
You just looked that up?
No.
You're close. 336.
Really?
Yeah.
I just lives a little, I guess. If I looked it up, I would have said the right answer.
Well, I figured you'd be one off just to try to.
No, I
fool
can't do
somebody.
anything. I'm not looking at it.
Oh, you can't do nothing?
No, my fucking mouse isn't working. It's going like an inch and then resetting. That's the most frustrating thing ever in the world right now. Hey, if you guys didn't know, tonight on the show we got Lee STYLZ. We didn't even mention that yet.
We did.
That's gonna be dope. The R&B Queen of Tennessee, I believe is what they call her. Right? I guess Tony fell asleep this time.
I'm looking up the honey in the golf balls. I thought you could carry the show for a couple minutes.
No.
You're counting the dimples on a golf ball?
No, I'm looking up the honey in the golf balls. I'm trying to figure out. I said that. I was like, hey, I'm going to try and figure out why there's honey in the core of golf balls.
Why?
I'm trying to figure that out. I figured you could carry the show for a couple minutes, and then I could come bum rushing in with a random fact that has nothing to do with what you just said.
Nope.
Well,
That's what Rue's doing.
The first 18 holes of golf first 18 hole golf course in America was built on a sheep farm in 1892. Y'all didn't know that shit, did you? I didn't know that.
Nope.
Golf is the only sport to be played on the moon.
They played golf on the moon?
Yeah, sure did.
Who did?
That was
Buzz Lightyear.
Lightyear and Armstrong.
Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, him too.
Buzz Lightyear is a character from Toy Story.
No, it's not.
Promise you.
Stop lying.
Promise.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The only thing I can see on here that I've come across like a couple articles that are basically like it's in the early like 1900s, maybe into the 30s and all that stuff. Is that some manufacturers would use a liquid core in the ball, and they chose honey because it doesn't spoil. So they put that in there, and I mean, obviously it didn't work very well because it caused too much spin on the ball. But that's the only thing I've seen so far.
So do all golf balls have liquid in the middle?
No, not anymore. I mean, honey in a golf ball, I think, is a very outdated technology. It was back in the 30s and 40s when they were trying to develop like new modern type of golf balls. Now they're all solid cores, I do believe.
All the stupid shit we learned today on Replicon Radio.
Like, you guys know how many stitches are in a baseball, in a regulation baseball?
23.
I've heard it. I don't know it offhand. It's like 200 or something.
108. 108 stitches.
You could have given me 108 guesses and I wouldn't have got it.
How many countries is baseball played in?
0.
On average.
1.
No, 3? 4?
Baseball is played in more than 100 countries.
Holy, like professionally?
The sport of baseball. So.
Currently, I think it's 1. South Korea.
Well, professionally, it's actually 2 because it's America and Japan.
We're not playing baseball right now, sir.
They're playing it in South Korea.
Okay, first
That's
of
why I said
all,
1.
He said
year
2.
what year was that fact written down?
Huh?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's probably accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Pracrative. Pracrative.
No, I was just asking because I was like, well, 2 professionally, and you were like, we're not playing baseball.
The sport of baseball alone, not professionally, just the sport alone of baseball. And we're not playing baseball currently.
You know what I would like to know? I would like to know how many countries that soccer is played in. Because I know it's a crazy amount. I just would like to know the number.
17.
Way more than 17 times 5, maybe.
I'm looking, but I'm pretty sure I have that fact for you.
Or 17 times 10. I don't even know how many countries there are in the world.
4.
But I'm pretty sure it's all of them that play soccer.
There's I looked.
That's probably a hard thing to look up because most of them call it football.
Yeah.
We're the only weirdos that decided to change the name and call
football
with your hands football. Why did that happen? Anybody know why that happened? I feel like you why don't you know this stuff? What kind of sports fan are you?
It's probably because we already had...
Reason being is because football was already created. I don't know. But it was... Football and soccer were called 2 different things. Football couldn't be soccer. We already had football.
Good, but why?
I think football might have came first.
So you don't know what you're saying?
I don't, but we can look it up.
Football clearly didn't come first. It was already called football and big in other places.
How many countries are in the world?
195.
Yes. That's what it was.
That's a few.
Here, how about this?
There's a lot of people out there, huh?
Not really.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. First thing that pops up is that almost all countries in the world play football, and it's popular in almost all parts of the world. And recently, World Cup, 211 countries. If there's 195 countries in the world as of 2020, how's 211?
We lost a couple.
We lost 6.
Who said?
Or no, we lost 16.
Where did you get 211 at?
I asked how many countries football is played in, and it's like the first thing that pops up on the Google. No, I got 195.
That's what I got.
Is how many countries there are, so I'm assuming it's 195.
211.
Now, on this one, it's saying according to FIFA estimates, more than 200 countries play the game of soccer. God, how many countries are in the fucking world?
195, sir. You just looked it up.
They're playing countries in other. They're playing soccer in other worlds. Duh.
Oh, too bad our friend ain't with us no more, because kickball is referred to as soccer, baseball in some parts of Canada. Soccer, baseball.
As one word, soccer, baseball?
Yep. Well, soccer-baseball, so yeah. It's on a separate line, so yeah.
Kickball, that makes sense, though, because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kickball is soccer, baseball. Technically, it's football, baseball.
Apparently.
Baseball with your feet.
Apparently, for like all like official documents, it's like 195 around that number, give or take, however many wars are going on. But according to football numbers or FIFA numbers, it's like 211. So they just kind of make up their own fucking numbers on how many countries there are in the world, just like how they fucking make up everything else.
FIFA? The soccer?
Yeah,
You're really
because according to FIFA, there's 211 countries. But in all the other articles I'm reading, there's 195 countries in the world.
So, there's more countries that play soccer than there are in the world.
Exactly. When it comes to the world of soccer, it is its own world.
That's cool. That's pretty neat.
Weird laws.
What are those?
So what's going on with you, Mr. Food Critic? How's your food critic life treating you?
Well, here's a good one. On Valentine's Day, there's no charge to get married in the Empire State Building chapel.
I didn't even know there was a chapel in there.
There it is.
Chopper.
Oh, there he is.
What? I can't. I'm just annoyed right now.
It's illegal to run out of gas in Youngstown, Ohio.
That sounds like a very Ohio thing to do.
It does.
It's illegal to run on the gas there, huh?
Which, you know what? I'm not opposed to that being a law everywhere. If you're too dumb to know how much gas is in your fucking tank, unless your car malfunctions and you don't know it, you shouldn't be running out of gas.
Federal law once allowed the government to quarantine people who came in contact with aliens.
Huh?
Yes, that was a law. Federal law once allowed the government to quarantine people who came in contact with aliens. So the coronavirus is aliens. Is why we're all quarantined.
That could be. What were you asking me about food reviews? They don't help fix laptop mice.
No, they don't.
You refer to it? It's still a mouse, right? You can't call it a mice.
It's like a mouse pad. It's like a touch pad or
Did you
whatever.
try cleaning it?
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's not a mouse.
hand sanitizer and napkins. I did.
No, you probably really just fucked it all up.
Yeah, it's pretty much doing the same.
That alcohol probably took off the fucking layer, the touch layer. In Alabama, it's illegal to carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket at any time.
That's gay. You don't do that gay shit in Bama.
Who the fuck would even do that?
Why was that even? Why did it ever have to be written down?
These are weird laws, man. I don't know.
I feel like there should be like a documented file attached to that weird ass law. Like every weird ass law, there should be some type of file documentation of why this
Like,
law.
why would that be a law? Like, who the fuck put ice cream in their back pocket, first of all? And why is that against the law? Like, there has to be some sort of explanation for that. Like, what
They were probably arresting too many people that had ice cream cones in their back pocket. It was ruining their cruiser seats. So, who knows?
Worrying squirrels is not tolerated in Missouri.
worrying them? You're not allowed to worry them?
What the fuck?
What about if your dog eats the head off of a squirrel? Is there a law against that?
I feel like that would worry the squirrel.
For a minute.
Well,
At one time, serving ice cream on cherry pie in Kansas City was prohibited.
We don't disrespect our cherry pie.
What's the deal with the ice cream laws?
I don't know, man. They're
Well,
fucking
he's really hung
haters.
up on that ice cream.
They're fucking haters, man.
They are. They are. They are. They are.
All right, I'm done with these.
It's sad, man.
You don't have to be a lawyer to be Supreme Court Justice.
Justice for all. Yeah, food reviews, yo. Replicon Radio, YouTube. Check them out.
I like how
Broccoli is the
you-
only vegetable that is also a flower.
What were you saying?
Even cauliflower
about it,
is not a flower.
Oh, Sam, I like how you didn't even answer my question. You just, because you're so frustrated over there, you just randomly come out of nowhere. You're like, yeah, food reviews. Check them out.
What was your question? You just asked me what life was
No, I
like.
just asked how it was treating you. How's the food reviews going and all that stuff? I've watched a decent handful amount of them and all that stuff. Seems like you're expanding your palate. Like, I'm excited to see you trying all these new things because I know that you weren't really, open to these things other than, being forced to do it for Replicon.
Like Impossible Whoppers and cauliflower crust pizza.
I blame
Yeah.
you, Dead Body Man. You're the one that got him to try them fucking sick-ass seltzers, and now he's tasting all the sick-ass other shit.
See, they changed your life, man. They
I don't
changed
think
your
it had
life.
anything to do with fucking White Claw, but...
You would have never drank one if it wasn't for Tony.
Well, no, that doesn't have anything to do with...
It got you to start trying new things.
I'm pretty
I
sure it
never
had
had a
to do
problem
with he
trying
didn't
to
have
do
any alcohol, and I had an abundance of White Claws.
That's literally what happened.
And he was so drunk that it was like, this is delicious, and this is water? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And we had a great time.
A strawberry is not an actual berry, but a banana is.
Okay. I have some questions on that one. and it's really going to be condensed down to one.
Well, remind you,
What?
berries grow on trees, which there's banana trees, but strawberries grow on plants.
So it's a berry.
Strawberries are not berries, but bananas are. Because there's berry
Berries
trees.
grow on bushes.
No, berries grow on trees.
God damn it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're right, but I mean, I figured that they would be on bushes and trees.
What?
Because there was a berry tree out in front of my house.
Everything
when I
about
was
this
a kid.
conversation.
Yeah, they grow on both. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
I can understand like the whole like, is it a fruit or a vegetable, argument type bullshit. But
No, strawberry is definitely a fruit.
yeah, because it has seeds.
Fruit by
I'm
the
just
foot.
saying.
So does a tomato, and it's a fruit.
Exactly. So it's a fruit. So is a zucchini. It's a fruit.
A zucchini.
There's a zucchini and cucumbers. They're also fruits. Like basically, a lot of our vegetables are fruits. But I don't know. I don't know the whole thing about only berries only grow on trees, because I've seen a lot of berries in bushes.
I know.
I've seen berries on trees and bushes.
Berry what?
I'll call a tomato a fruit, but I'm not gonna call a fucking banana a berry. God damn it.
I feel like that's less of a stretch than tomatoes being fruits. At least banana is a fruit already. Right? I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Then what is a plantain? Is a plantain a berry too?
Yes.
I would assume, yeah.
God damn it.
Also, I mean, it's basically a banana.
So an orange is also a berry. So any fruits that grow in a tree is a berry. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're going with here?
I don't know if it is. I feel like we've already proven his fact page wrong a couple times.
So I just Googled this, and it says strawberries are not really berries, but watermelons, pumpkins, bananas, and avocados are.
What? That just made it worse.
What?
Hey.
I don't know. God damn it. That
Let me get
hurt
that.
my head.
Oh, let me get that watermelon berry.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Yo, let me get the avocado berries. I can't believe it made that. All right, I'll give you the avocado because it looks like a fucking berry. But what classifies a berry?
Well, here, technically, banana is a false berry fruit. It's a false berry fruit because it develops from an inferior ovary. The berry fruit have a wall which is 3 layered. Outermost is apicarp.
I had to jump on this. What makes a fruit a berry?
All I know is he just was mentioning bananas ovaries. I'm so confused right now. So confused. What are you doing? What are you okay, bud? You having a whisper seizure? Brew, he's whispering. I don't think he knows it. He's Googling. This is Google Live with Big Roo. He's whispering.
Yeah, because there's a whole category of things that are called berries, like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, boysenberries, and like everything that Roo is telling us, like everything that the articles are telling Roo, not what Roo is telling us, but what the articles are telling him, is that those are berries. And all these other things that we don't call berries are berries. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, look them up.
I'm looking it up. Let's see. The botanical definition of a berry is a simple fruit produced from a single ovary, such as a grape or tomato. The berry is the most common type of a fleshy fruit, which the entire ovary wall ripens into an edible pericarp. So basically, a berry is where you can eat the entire fruit. Which a banana does not fall into that because you can't eat the rind.
Yeah, dude, you gotta just peel it though.
But you can't eat the peel. That's what it's saying, is that the outermost layer is edible.
You can eat the peel.
Okay, I can also eat a cyanide capsule, but you're only going to do it once.
But people use banana peels for all kinds of stuff.
I believe that the berry fruit line is the fact that basically, when it develops, you can eat the whole thing with the outside included. Like a blackberry, you can eat the whole thing. Strawberry, you eat the whole thing. An avocado, you don't eat the rind.
Is that why it's not a berry? Is that why you don't eat the stem either?
I guess technically, is a tomato is a berry.
Berry white is a vegetable.
So tomato is both a berry. Well, I guess it's already a fruit, so it's a berry. Tomato. God damn it! And you know what? Fuck botany. All right, fuck botanical shit. I don't like it no more. Fuck that. Just give me the food.
Did Jesus like bananas?
They didn't have
Is
bananas
the answer
over
to
there.
this on your fucking fact page? So not only is your fact confirmed, Jesus is real.
No, this is on
also
Google as I
confirms-
was going through the fucking.
Oh, that was. Did you mean?
No,
You asked if strawberries or berries. Did you mean did Jesus like bananas?
No,
I'll tell you what.
It was like
I'll tell you what. Them three-eyed
related
camels like them
questions.
bananas.
3 eyelids.
it's the related questions that pop up.
I'd like to know the answer to that.
And Jesus did like berries or bananas.
If he tried a banana, I guarantee you he probably liked it, but I don't think bananas were over there. They had plantains. I think they're
Over
more likely to have
where?
plantains.
Jesus is everywhere. What do you mean over there?
Jesus is in our hearts.
Jesus is everywhere, man.
But to be fair, my heart has never eaten a banana.
Your heart hasn't eaten anything.
I know. Definitely not a banana.
But it definitely throws up blood, though.
Oh. That's probably from all the bananas.
Or the pizza.
Or the pizza. Cheeser.
Is there really a lot of cheese on it?
Cheeser.
Or is it really not a lot?
I don't know. Stay tuned to find out.
Is it average?
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned to
I have
Replicon
to
Radio's
just say
YouTube to
this.
find out.
I was gonna type in, did they have bananas in the like Jesus time, and it auto corrected to like it auto filled to did they have banana? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say I thought it auto filled to did they have bananas in Jesus' day?
I'm sure bananas have been around a long time.
Well,
I
I
mean-
was gonna say in Jesus like
His dad made him.
area.
I mean, his dad made him.
Did Jesus like bananas?
His dad made him. Shout out to Hey Merle for that $2 super chat. I'm loving this super chats tonight,
Oh,
yo.
we should talk about stupid facts more often.
They're paying us to stop.
But we just keep
Wow,
going.
that's a very unattractive looking banana. Apparently, they did not have bananas back in Jesus' day.
Bro, his dad made him. How? If his dad made him, how could he not have them? They were.
How
before-
did his dad make
they were-
bananas? Well, I mean, they had bananas, but they weren't like they weren't
Bro, he
edible like
parted
how
the
they are
fucking
now.
seas, man.
There was a banana
And
tree.
there was a bandana in the middle of it.
A bandana tree. Anyway,
Was it Bret Michaels?
was what Brett Michaels?
You never. I guess you didn't see the Masked Singer. He was. They had Bret
He
Michaels.
was the banana. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Because of
But-
the bandana.
Ah,
That's how people were getting onto it.
the bandana.
Banana bandana.
The banana bandana.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
See, fuck you didn't put that together, huh?
Well, you know what? I really just heard that it was him in passing, so I wasn't like putting it together in my mind there.
I guess you're getting ready to take a break, huh?
Yeah.
I just got back to YouTube.
Yeah, I got it up on the screen there. The old YouTube breaky card because we have a special guest coming up.
They're in a set.
What?
How to gag a maggot? They're in a set.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
I said that earlier.
But nobody said how.
I don't know how. But yeah, man, we're gonna take a musical break,
Who is she? I never heard of her.
and we're gonna come back and we're gonna find out all about Lee STYLZ because she's gonna be live on the show. And yeah,
How you spell that?
Yeah,
no E.
I'll say
Well,
I'll
two
say
E.
goodbye this
4
week
E's
because
in
I didn't say
Lee,
goodbye
no
last
E in
week.
STYLZ.
There's an E and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna allow you to say goodbye. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. All right, bye everybody.
There you go. That was very anticlimactic. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, everything's going to stop. You're just going to see a little spinny circle. We don't play music on YouTube, but we'll be back after the break. If you guys want to check out the music, head on over to repliconradio.com. We are back. We're live. We're doing it.
You guys heard some beautiful tunes.
Yeah, we played some of that new Ouija Mac. We played a little bit of homeboy Jerry Robinson, CJ Hicks, all kinds of dope stuff on the break. And we're back. It was short. It was sweet. And we're here to do what we came to do. We got a very special guest on the line. Some call her the Tennessee Queen of R&B. Some people just call her Lily, but give it up for Miss Lily STYLZ. How you doing?
What up, y'all? Hey.
Hi. How are you? How's everything going?
Pretty good for what it can be with all this crazy corona mess, just pretty much been finding shit to do around the house I didn't know I needed to do, and work on some music and everything, just trying to stay healthy. How about you guys?
Oh, we're doing good, man. Just
living a dream as best as we can.
Right. Just keep it on, try to maintain the best we can.
Right.
That's right.
Nothing, I mean, honestly, nothing's been that. Both of us, we still work at our day jobs. We still do Replicon Radio. We still got the show running every week. It's weird,
Right.
but we haven't had too many hiccups, luckily, in our personal thing. Everything's just a lot more hand sanitizer and a lot more cleanliness, I guess.
A lot more shit that we were already supposed to be doing, right?
Right,
And
absolutely.
a lot more liquor.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good that you didn't have to have a big, because it's been a big change for a lot of people,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you just got to push through it. Shit happens.
Yeah, if I had to stay in my house the whole time and not go to work, I'd go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely-
Yeah, I've been all right, being at my house more, because I've got, I can be around the kids more, and, you have that time. And, of course, any little bit of weight I was losing, I feel like I got it all back and in quarantine snacks.
There you go.
But I look better sick, so I'm good.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, we just blame it on the gyms being closed.
Exactly.
That's all right.
Everyone literally has excuses now. That's awesome.
That's right.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to come and hang out with us here at Replicon Radio. We definitely appreciate it. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Generally, what we like to do, we like to get to know people. We want to know you. We want to know how you got into music, how it all got started.
He's going to tell you we want to hop in our DeLorean and go back into time.
That's right. We want to go back in time. And hell yeah.
I mean, pretty much, I've been singing since I could talk. I was probably humming before that. A lot of my family do music. My uncles and great uncles, my dad. Even my brothers. Everybody. They're a lot. Music is a lot of their life. So, they would do things at family gatherings and gigs and stuff like that. My dad would do, and he'd always, try to include me, and he knew I loved to sing. And so, I used to do things like that. Like I have a little tape that my dad gave me. I freestyled my first song. It was like a love song or something. I think I was like 3.
Oh,
So, but he would put his guitar on and he'd just have me get up and sing. So, my parents, they mainly listened to like country and rock, when I was growing up. So,
and did you grew up in Nashville?
yeah, I pretty much. I mean, I moved a lot. So, I lived in Chattanooga too at one point, and North Carolina. But pretty much, I've lived in Nashville, surrounding areas most of my life. But yeah, I was born in Nashville.
Awesome. So were they like professional musicians, or they just loved music and like?
My dad and my uncle, they're definitely professional musicians. I'm not sure about my great uncles, because they're old. They were pretty old anyway when I was young. But yeah, my dad, he was always in all kinds of stuff. Like he has a band now, he has a band. They're the Old Hickory Boys. It's kind of like his hometown. So, they're professional, but I mean, it's not like, he's not Randy Travis or any, it's not like a mainstream artist, but, definitely a great artist and professional.
That's awesome. So you kind of grew up around it, and they were doing like country style.
Like country and rock, and so I kind of grew up with that, but I always gravitated to like the soulful shit, like more soulful. If it was country, it'd have to be almost like that pop country, like the real soulful, or like the old R&B, stuff like that. I always liked that, and like Mariah and Whitney. I was really drawn to more that kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got into rap and hip hop probably about 8 or 9. I was rapping explicit lyrics to "My Mind Is Playing Tricks on Me," and by the Ghetto Boys. I wasn't even in double digits yet. So, but yeah, I was always like, I sang in church, stuff like that growing up, and I really always wanted to do music. I did talent shows and shit, but I just never really, I guess, took it seriously when I was young. I didn't really have that kind of confidence, really.
Yeah.
To think I could do it at that time,
That's crazy. So you're singing in church, and then you leave church, and you're rapping the Ghetto Boys.
And I'm rapping the Ghetto Boys.
That's awesome.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I can adapt,
That's perfect, though. You get the best of both worlds, right?
That's right.
You get the gospel, and you're getting a little bit of that wicked.
Yeah, his eyes on the sparrow, his hand is on the nine. It's gonna.
That's awesome. So music is in your blood, essentially. You were around it all your life. It wasn't.
Oh, definitely.
But when you were a kid, obviously, like you said, you didn't really take it serious. Like what? Like if we were talking to teenage Lily, what was teenage Lily aspiring to do? Like what did you think that you were wanting to do if it wasn't music? Like where were your aspirations when you were younger? Like what was the plan then?
I guess I'm really artistic. So I really just couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I just knew that it would probably be something artistic or with music. Really music is what I wanted to do. But when I was a teenager, it went from being a teenager to being a mother, cause I was a teen mom.
Okay.
So everything kind of changed, once that happened, it's kind of like, okay, I've got to focus on this,
For sure.
So it was more like a hobby or a dream, because I kind of felt like, well, I'll probably, it's kind of hard to put music first when you have a baby,
Absolutely.
Before that, it was more like I just loved doing it, and I loved doing it for people. I loved, singing for people, and I loved being able to keep up with Bone and like Twista and all these fast rap, artists, and then people are like, "Damn, you keeping up with them," and I thought that was always fun. So and that's when I was like, maybe I should try, write my own raps, because I was pretty lyrical, in poetry and things growing up. So.
Hell yeah. So I heard a story, like one of the first hooks, or your first time like recording something, obviously besides your 3-year-old tape for your family or whatever, but like going into the studio, you recorded like a hook, I think, for Jelly Roll, right? Was that one of the first?
That was almost 20 years ago, almost. Just pretty close to that. Yeah. When I was introduced to Jelly Roll, I think we recorded a couple of songs together that time, but it was some mutual friends we had, and we were all going to do a song together. And that was the first time I ever recorded anything like at a studio.
Awesome.
So it was, other than like, on my dad's tape, but it was the first time I'd ever went to an actual studio and recorded. And I remember when we all left there and we popped it in, and we were all just so hyped up that we were listening to ourselves, It was so dope.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, I think Jelly was maybe like 15 or something.
That's crazy.
That was a long time ago, but yeah, we've pretty much been doing music off and on ever since then.
Shout out to Bubba, man. We love Jelly Roll.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've still got like I think it's just a VIP pass or whatever, from a show that he did a long time ago, and he had signed it, and he's like, you were there since the beginning. And it's crazy because I was, and it's so neat to like see how far he's come and all of the different phases and just everything that's brought him to where he is now. And I'm just really proud of him, and I'm happy that all that hard work that he's done and all the shit that he went through, it's helped him come out on top now,
Absolutely.
And Bunny is the shit. I'm glad. I love her. I was on her Dumb Blonde podcast, so everybody needs to check that out too. She's pretty good.
Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, I haven't. Unfortunately, I didn't get to. When we interviewed Jelly, Bunny wasn't there. It was just him and Bailey. But I haven't got to meet Bunny yet. But I got mad love for Jelly. But knowing Jelly's story, and a lot of people know Jelly Roll's story. If you think back 20 years ago to even just the Jelly Roll story, they may not know you, but I would kind of put two and two together and think that you were kind of hanging out with a rough crowd.
Yeah, I mean, well, off and on, like I said, I moved a lot. So I was like always the new kid everywhere. So, and I mean, even though I would come back to Nashville, like I always moved everywhere. So it was hard for me to like stick with one group of people because I was always moving, So at one point, yeah, I was kind of, getting in with some trouble. But I mean, that's a lot of people when they're,
Oh, absolutely.
when that was probably like 8th grade and shit. That's a long time ago, but not really. I mean, I really I had my son already when I went to record with Jelly. I already had my son, and he was like a toddler then, so I was pretty chill. You know what I mean? I stayed out of trouble. I had my son, and so I wasn't really hanging out with too bad of people.
You would just pop in. You would just pop in like, "What up, guys?"
I just knew everybody.
I hear you. That's what's up. So obviously you did that with Jelly. You know what I mean? You were still enjoying singing. You were taking care of the kids. Like, so I mean that the one of those like you had to grow up pretty fast, and obviously the kids became number one. Was there like a time when you were like, I assume at the moment like you said music wasn't really the path you had chosen, but it was still always your love. Was there like a moment when you were like, okay, I need to I'm going to start taking this seriously, or just kind of like you started doing a feature here and a hook there and a hook there? Like how did your like you becoming into the music industry kind of like get rolling for you? Like how did that all come about?
Yeah, I think really it was more so like doing a feature here or a feature there, because like I said, like really Jelly was the first person I really started with, and after that first little bit when we recorded, we had like a period of some years where we kind of lost touch and we were doing our own thing. I had my son and ended up having another son, years down the road. So when we hooked back up, when me and Jelly crossed paths again, that's when we did Lost Cause and How It Feels for his Deal or No Deal. And then we ended up doing Fallen, which is like my favorite of the ones we did. And so like I did mostly with just Jelly at first, and then I started having other people like, hey, I want to get you on the song, and I was just like, wow, these people really want me on their shit, so it made me excited, so I started doing features with other people, and started just networking with different people. And so then it got to where it was like everybody was calling me like the hook queen.
I was going to say you just became known as the girl for the hooks.
Yeah, so people they like, oh, all these songs that you're on, your hooks are like making these songs kill it. And it just made me feel really good. I felt like, and I would never I'm not at all in the same category really as Nate Dogg, but it made me feel like the little white girl Nate Dogg or something. I'm like on all these, singing all these hooks on everybody's songs, and everybody's telling me they're so dope because they got my hook, and just, it's humbling. It made me feel good though,
Absolutely. No, that's super awesome. Yeah. So, and obviously you mentioned earlier, obviously you were into rap, you were writing raps. Was that kind of what, did you decide like, hey, all right, I think I'm going to be an artist now, even though I'm on all these people's hooks, I think I'm going to be a rapper? Or were you just kind of swayed towards being a singer? Did you always want to do both?
I mean, in the beginning, I was just focusing on the singing part, but I mean, I always loved rapping, and like I said, even at a young age, I was keeping up with all the fast rap that most people weren't even doing that as adults, and so it made me feel like, I bet I could do that. So I mean, really, I wanted to incorporate it because I feel like if I can do it, why not? Because I like the shock factor. I like to shock people. I like for people to be like, wow, I didn't expect that out of this little girl right here. I didn't expect that out of her.
No,
so I mean, I like that. And when I would, I'd get good feedback from people about it. They're like, you're really dope, you should do this. And so I mean, I guess I tried to push both, or I would, record something and get opinions of people, and if everybody seemed like they really loved it, and I was like, okay, well, fuck it, might as well go on and try to do it then. I mean, why not? Maybe I'm not just tripping, maybe I'm doing a good job on this.
Absolutely.
The confidence is where I really struggled for a long time. But the last 2 or 3 years, I've built a lot of confidence, and I feel a lot better, even though it is, later on and it's years later. I think a lot of times I felt like I was being selfish if I focused on my music first. Mm-hmm. And that kind of helped me push back a little bit. And then, the confidence thing too, just feeling like, maybe I'm not good enough to really make it. I didn't want to be rejected.
I hear that.
But
Definitely.
now I'm just going to do it. And I love it. And, I hope that I have fans that, they want new music, and I feel like I'm letting them down by not putting it out. So I'm trying to get on that now that I'm at a point where my kids are cool. They're fully supportive of what I'm doing, so I'm just like, let's go. Let's go ahead and get this done.
I was gonna say, because you dropped like a couple singles of your own like back in 2013.
Yeah.
And then you kinda took another
I
break
did it over
after
the
that?
years.
What's that?
What'd you say?
I was gonna say you dropped those and then you kind of took another break up until up until recently, right?
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, everybody, everything gets hard sometimes, and sometimes you feel like, maybe I need to focus on this versus that, because I kind of feel like I was being selfish. But I do regret not focusing on my music a little bit more, because I feel like maybe that could have helped out in some of the ways, that I was struggling before. But everything happens when it needs to, and I'm gonna do it now. So I'm gonna get on it now.
Hell yeah. So then what was it? Last year you did you basically like essentially your first, or your I'm back, I'm here, I'm doing it. You dropped with the Phony Homies, right? That was like
with Phony Homies. That was my comeback kid song. And that was my another song where I'm showcasing not only me singing but also me rapping.
Absolutely. So when that dropped, I think that was probably, you mentioned it earlier with you did Bunny's thing. Like that's when you were like, okay, I'm coming back, I'm doing a record, I'm doing an album. And so is that's something you're still we're still expecting essentially the debut, almost 20 years in the making.
Right.
Style,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I guess when I finally, try to stop being the Hook Queen of Nashville and try to start doing something for Lily instead, I guess it might have took 20 years, but yeah, pretty much the Phony Homies was, just letting people know, okay, this is it. I'm coming back. I'm going to put more music out, and I know it has stretched over a lot, but there has been a lot going on through this past year. We've moved, there's just been a lot going on, really. This has been a very crazy year. But yeah, I just recently released That Love. That was my most recent.
Yeah.
And that one is, I released on Valentine's Day. So that was only the second single. Phony Homies was the first one. That was about a year ago now. But yeah, That Love is my most recent. I'm really proud of that one. There's no rap on that one though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one. We got that on the playlist for the evening as well.
Hey.
Dropped on February. So with that, so now we got the second single, the anticipation for the album. I'm sure like with the whole pandemic and all this stuff going on, probably kind of put some wrenches in that. But are you like, have you been recording? Are you in the process of getting a record? Is there any anticipation release dates or time frames for the people that are waiting for it?
Well, I have been recording, not recently because of the pandemic, but before that, yes, we've been recording some more. I've been working with Jones Ave a lot this past couple years. We had cut a song called Cloud 9 and released a video for it a couple years ago. And so I've been working with him a lot as far as artists more recently than anyone. And he just released a song from his Alienated album that's coming up. And we have a song on that one called Day After Day. So that's something that, people can be looking for. And then I have a song with him, How We Livin' is going to be on my next album. So that I'm trying to decide if I want to release that one as a single or not before I release this album. But I do have Brass Fingers to thank. He's been the one that's, working on this album with me. That's my studio engineer. And we haven't really set a date yet. I was really hoping that I can get it out this year. It has kind of put a damper on things as far as, the pandemic.
Yeah.
But we are trying to get it going as quick as we can as soon as everybody's clear and safe and okay to get back to work. I've just been working on writing and I just finished another song the other night, so that I'm excited about. So yeah, I'm trying to get it wrapped up so I can get it out to y'all. Sorry for the wait.
I know people are excited for it, or I know a lot of people may not even know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even when we like announced that you were going to be on the show, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah,
know.
I've been bullshit.
But then it was like, but then you know what I mean. But then if someone takes that one extra step, well, hopefully they listen to this and they learn. But even for the people out there, they take that one extra step and they're like, oh shit, she's got this stack of songs with Jelly Roll. She's got these couple songs with Ritz. She's got, I think your biggest song on streaming is with Lenny Cooper.
Yeah, the Can't Wait.
Yeah.
I recorded that at David Ray's, and that was awesome. I was so happy that released, and it looks like it's been getting a lot of love. So, that was really cool to be able to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So lots of different. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw it on. It was like the biggest one on like Spotify and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But you've done stuff with like a Lil White, a bunch of different people. Like, so obviously, along the way, even though technically you haven't put a record out yet, you've made a ton of music with a ton of artists. You made a lot of awesome friends, and hopefully, you know what I mean, they'll return some favors when you start putting out records.
Hey, y'all listening? Yeah, I know Ritz had told me that he's down to do a feature for my album, so that's another one that I'm hopefully having the works. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. I know I'm supposed to be working on some stuff, hopefully with Jelly again soon. We talked about it last time we saw each other, one of the last times we saw each other. So yeah, there's going to be, even if I don't put the album out right away, I'm definitely working. And I'm trying to get stuff done and try to put at least something out, to, keep everybody waiting until I get it there.
Absolutely. No, it's just like you're like we said, since Phony Homies and then That Love and whatever else you have on deck now, it's, almost like you're reestablishing yourself or reintroducing yourself. Like you said, the comeback that never left or whatever. But it's, but you're getting yourself out there, you're putting yourself out there, and it's like, now it's not just some girl on the hook, it's Lily Styles on the hook. It's
that's right.
I know your name.
Thanks.
That's that's a different thing, because there's tons of, I don't know how many, especially in like hip hop, there's a million songs you've heard that doesn't say featuring, but there's a damn girl singing on the hook. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's probably, that's where a lot of people start. And now it's featuring Lily instead of...
Right. I've thought about that too. Because sometimes I'm like, I wonder if they'll put my name on there or not. Because I know sometimes people don't, if it's just for the hook. But it makes me feel good that people want to. I'm like, wow, thanks. They want people to know I'm included. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's dope. It's definitely... It's as weird as it seems, especially to people that don't necessarily pay attention. Like, that's literally another level. That's a different level, and it's a show of respect for,
absolutely, for the artists, and their work,
So,
and what's funny is the album, I'm planning on calling it Reinvented. That is something I can tell you. So, that is what I want my album to be, because I do feel like I am reinvented. I feel like I'm not holding back, and I'm not letting, I'm not going to let other people's opinions of how I feel or what I'm doing or what I'm wearing or, whatever. I'm not going to let that affect that. Whatever makes me happy is what I'm going to do. And I want this album to reflect, emotions that I've went through and just things that are a part of me. So I'm excited to put it out.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love that. That's most of the people we talk to, we generally get into that. It's like, that's always something that a lot of people are afraid of, or artists are afraid of, or you know what I mean? But it's like, it just has to come down to, it's just you, and it's, people are going to receive it because it's the truth, and people notice that even if they don't even realize they're noticing it, they do, and it resonates with people because it's honest.
Well, and I was one of those artists. I held back. That's what, that's one thing that kept me, from doing my own thing for so long, because I was worried, I can't say that, or I can't do that. Or, well, if I do that, I probably should wear that. Or, I didn't want to do that because I was afraid, people were going to judge me, and, what's going to happen? My family going to get mad or whatever. And, pretty much my family, they all know who I am at this point and how I am. And, and they love me. And if everybody's not going to agree with everything, but it don't matter what you do, somebody's not going to like it. So you just going to have to let that go and do you. Sure. I mean, that's just the way you got to live. And if you don't, you're just going to be worried all the time what everybody thinks. And then you're going to hold back and you're going to regret wasting all that time worrying, because that's what I do now.
Absolutely.
You know.
And one thing the damn pandemic has taught us, at least, is we never know how much time we have, right? So
what
don't
you
waste it.
said. Exactly. You never know. So you better do it now. Do it now and be happy now. And, you know, don't waste another moment being miserable. It's not worth it. Do what you want to do, because you don't know if you have a chance later on.
Well, I'm definitely excited to hear it. So with all, so obviously you mentioned, you know, you sing, you do lots of hooks, you rap, you've done features with country, country hip hop artists, I guess. But your family was country. You're raised in Nashville. What can we expect from Reinvented? Is this going to be like a mashup of R&B, country, hip hop? Is it just going to be an R&B record? Is this going to be a little bit of Lily, just different? Each track is a whole new thing.
I don't know how much country is going to be involved. I mean, I obviously I have an accent or whatever. It is what it is. I'm from Nashville.
Yes.
Couldn't tell.
But I mean, okay, here's the thing. I'm cool with country. I like old country. You know, unfortunately, if you ask me, like, hey, what's the most popular country song right now? I don't know. I do not know. But, you know...
It's that Alan Jackson, man. Chattahoochee, right?
You know, that when I say old country, I mean that you know.
Are you talking about the Merle Haggard and the George Jones?
I'll sing some Patsy Cline. I'll sing that Tennessee Whiskey song. I like that song. Yeah. You know, I always did like Martina McBride, because she could sing her ass off though. But she was like soulful though. See, I like them soulful singers, and I like, you know, Johnny Cash and like old country. But I don't really think there'll be a lot of that on my album. But I do like guitar and things like that in my music. So, you know, there might be some of that. But we'll see what happens. If it is any kind of country rapish kind of thing, that'll be if Jelly wants to hop on or something like that, you know, because I know that's kind of part of their thing now, and I'm cool with that. You know, if that happens, then yeah, you might see a little bit of that. We'll see. Unless I bring like some old Jelly on there or something. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll have to talk to him about that.
That'd be dope. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's odd, but it makes sense. A lot of it's already, you know, even it sounds weird even talking about with all the different styles, but a lot of it's already fused together anyway. And hell, like Ritz, we mentioned Ritz earlier. He just dropped that Dear Rebecca song that literally was a joke,
so crazy.
But it's so good and it actually charted on the country charts. Like,
I know.
But it's so
well, first
good.
of all, Ritz is hilarious. First of all, he is so funny and such a cool person, but he is so talented. He really makes it sound good, though. It was really good. It was funny.
It's so good. Like, I got like the first time I heard it, I was like blown away, and then I got to the end and I was like, man, like I almost wish this was serious because it's that good. Like it almost upset me that it was a joke, because it was that good. I was like, this is so good. Why is it a joke? You could be like all over the charts. And then it was on the charts anyway, because I'm not sure if the country people even realized it was a joke. But yeah,
surely they have to. Some of the things that he says in there are so hilarious. But it doesn't matter. You know how things are today. People love funny things and, you know, everything that pushes the envelope. People like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's super funny. Well, I
hope. He's so talented, though. He's great.
For sure. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, everybody, all you guys listening, man, you guys need to help this girl out and return all the favors for the last 20 years. But I've seen that, like, honestly, that's the reason I personally found out who you were, was from other artists sharing some of your stuff. So I was like, oh, that's dope.
Man, I appreciate that too, because I always try to support, you know, my friends that are artists and things like that as much as I can, you know. And I mean, I get people all the time, you know, we share this, and I feel bad because I can't share everybody's, but yeah, I try to support my people for sure. And, you know, because I mean, we got to help each other. And I mean, those people, you know, just because if I don't have a song with them featured on my solo song, hey, that don't mean they ain't helped me. You know, a lot of those people have helped me just by including me on things, you know. But I mean, a lot of those people are also like family to me, you know.
Sure.
Jelly, Ritz, Jones, all those people, they're all family to me, you know.
That's awesome. And you didn't you do well, I think you did part of like a Lil White tour.
Yes, and Lil White. I was just sitting there thinking, I was going to say Lil White, but yes, Lil White too. We did tour last year. We had a blast. I feel like I'm with them on a lot of holidays, and they're always fun.
I couldn't even imagine being on the road with Lil White. I
Man,
wouldn't
they're
have a liver
so cool.
anymore. But yeah,
They're so cool. I was with them on tour with my birthday, on my birthday last year. We were in Jonesboro, and man, we had a blast. I love them. I got my first tattoo at White House,
oh shit.
and on New Year's a couple years ago. But yeah, I love him and Nicole. They're definitely family to me. I can't wait till all this Corona shit is over because he's gonna have a big party and I'm invited.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to go. I cannot wait to go.
I bet that's crazy. Hell yeah. I was gonna say, obviously we're not, there's no concerts or touring or anything right now. But once all this stuff passes, can we expect to hopefully see you back out on the road again? And what can people expect from a Lily, from seeing Lily in concert? Like what?
I mean, you ain't got no backup dancers or nothing like that.
Not yet.
I don't really have, but I mean, I just come out and I just try to come out and kill it every time. I don't care if it's a handful, because sometimes you hit a city, you might have a handful of people. Sometimes you hit a city that's crowded and you can't let nobody else in. I've done shows for both, I'm just going to come out and kill it every time. I'm going to try to come out and kill it every time. I don't care what's going on, how many people's there, any of that. I'm going to come out and people are there to see a show. I'm going to try to do my best to give them that performance. A lot of people get emotion from mine, because I really feel my songs when I perform, so I try to do that.
That's awesome.
Put people in the zone.
Hell yeah. Well, hopefully this shit clears up and get you out on the road and finish up the recording, get reinvented for everyone's ears. So obviously we said that Love came out Valentine's Day. Do you have any other singles or anything getting ready that drop that we can talk about or look forward to anytime soon? Or
well, like I said, I might do the How We Livin' featuring Jones Ave. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that one or this other song that I have. I did have a song that I put like a snippet out, and it's one that is just rap. But I'd put a snippet out of that, and I had a lot of my fans, message me like, oh my gosh, I really feel that, it's more of like an intense, going through a lot kind of song. And, I get a lot of fans like that really like that music for me because they, it's like therapeutic for them, which makes me feel great because it was therapy for me to write it, but I get a lot of that. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'm hoping to put out a video is what I really want to do next before I put anything else out. I want to put out a video. So the quarantine shit has kind of put a damper on that, but hopefully we can get that going soon. So
hopefully, yeah, I'm pumped, man. Hopefully all this stuff comes together. This fucking shitty quarantine goes away and everything, falls back into place, and we get new music and new videos and super fresh tours and all kinds of stuff.
Yes, I'm really ready for all of that. I'm so ready for all of that.
Everything's on. The only thing, there's plenty of positives we can find, but the one super positive is I know, at least with all the artists and stuff, everybody's writing. You know what I mean? Like
right, and working.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I guess obviously, I don't know. You mentioned earlier you want to go to the studio, but you're stuck. Do you record at home, or are you just writing a ton of music? Or
man, I wish I beat myself up all the time for not getting studio equipment, and then I was thinking about going ahead and just getting my own stuff set up here so that if things like this happen or whatever, I can record whenever I want. I should have been done that, but I really love going to Brass Fingers. He does a great job. I've also went to David Ray's house, and recorded there, so I have some good studio engineers, so I really haven't felt like I needed to have it here, but I do wish I would, because it'd be so much easier to just record it when I need to. But no, I don't have anything here. I'm hoping to get back to Brass Fingers as soon as possible, whenever he's ready to get back to work.
Yeah. Well, we definitely look forward to hearing all the new stuff and all the different styles from Lily Styles, whether it be sexy or emotional or singing or rapping. There's all kinds of different stuff going on, so that's exciting. So it's always fresh, always new.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's me.
Oh, yeah. So everybody just, I guess, keep paying attention. Hopefully sometime in 2020 maybe we'll get Reinvented, the debut record. Are you hoping to put it out this
crossed.
year? Is that the plan?
Yes, for the last 5 years I've been I've been wanting to put it out. So I'm really hoping this year is it. If not next year at the latest, but I'm really pushing for this year. I'm hoping nothing makes me have to push it back any further than this year.
Hopefully not. Let's see if anybody in the chat room. We got a live chat room on repliconradio.com and YouTube. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat now. I do want to ask you one more because we asked all of our guests the same shit, essentially. So obviously you come from an eclectic background, different styles of music. If you had 3 records that either inspired you growing up, inspire you as an artist, give you strength when you're down, maybe help you out as a mother, the one you go listen to in the car when you cry, whatever it may be, just 3 records.
3 songs?
Either songs or albums.
Or albums.
I would say albums that you just could not live without. What 3 would they be?
Man, that is a tough one. Ooh, that's tough.
That's how we do
it.
Hard hitting.
Oh man, why'd you do that to me? Oh God, this is one of those questions that, as a stoner, it's really tough for me to answer on the fly.
Okay. But that's what I'm doing. But your answer will probably always change depending on where you're at, what you're doing, how you're feeling.
Shit. I would have to say, well, you know what? My first album that I'll say, and this is just because this. When Aaliyah, she became popular, when she really, the Age Ain't Nothing But a Number album.
Oh yeah.
When that album came out and I saw her and she was 15 and was doing her thing, and I loved that whole album. I played it and played it and played it and played it, and it really just made me feel like I could do, maybe I could do this. If she's doing that already, maybe I could do that. So I'll say that album was probably my first real favorite, like really inspired that I could do what I want to do. Man, I love so much music. That's really a tough question. I will say the song "Falling" with Me and Jelly. That one has always been one that I've listened to, and I've been told that a lot of people listen to when they've been down, and it's been therapeutic for them. So I have to say that's probably one of my all-time favorite songs ever.
Awesome.
And not just because I'm on it or anything like that, but that's probably one of my all-time favorite songs ever.
That's even better. That makes it even better.
Yeah. Man, I don't know about that third one. That's a tough one. I really, shit. I'd have to say the Tupac, Machiavelli maybe, then tied with Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP. Those were my things. I used to play them. Oh man, no, I can't even just say that. And World Domination, 3-6 Mafia. Look, you're just gonna have to take 5. You're just gonna have to take 5. Those I probably played like religiously. So I probably couldn't live without those albums.
Those 3 like definitely encapsulated a time period that I remember as well.
Man,
definitely like those last 3. I was like, oh yeah, I was there.
It's a big mix. I don't know. That was a really tough question. That was hard to limit.
Yeah, that's why we do.
There's so many more. But right. Yeah,
that's a dope mix, and that's cool that you included. Have we ever had anybody include a track that they're on or an album that they're on? I don't even know if anyone.
Is that bad for me to have said that?
I think that's double. I mean, if we were on a point scale, I think it was double points.
Well, thanks.
Because that's
cool. Just been a song that really
to be featured on one of my most favorite songs. You know what I mean? Like that would be like that's like epic.
For sure.
That's awesome. Cool. I guess that is pretty awesome to be able to say, but you know. I think I love it so much because not only because I love it, but it meant a lot to me, and I feel like it meant a lot to a lot of people, and so that just makes it more special to me that it's helped a lot of people.
Absolutely. No, that's super. That's super awesome. I love that.
That makes it all worth it when it helps people,
100%. Yeah, and that's it's not. Yeah, that's cool, and it's you know what I mean. Yeah, that's awesome. I really like that. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. We've probably asked fucking 300 people that question. I dig it because most of the time it's not. People have cool answers, and we always kind of like. It kind of ends up being like, oh, if you put that together, maybe that was kind of what you kind of sound like, sort of.
Yeah.
I think the only ones I really remember were the cool ones. Like I'll remember this, and then I remember we had an artist who said they would take a instrumental. They wanted an instrumental album, so that way they'd be stuck with instrumentals and they can make new music over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty dope.
Yeah, that's super awesome. Well, hell yeah, we definitely look forward to hearing all kinds of stuff from you. Have you ever? Do you like I mean, we mentioned earlier, a lot of people may not know who you are, but you're on like a ton of songs with other artists. Is there any way people can like keep up with that or find that? Is there a Lily list somewhere that someone's like, you know what, I really enjoy this girl, I want to go find out what else she's been featured on? Is there a document somewhere that says?
Yeah, you know what? Okay, so I Googled myself the other day because I wanted to see what would pop up. So when I did, I kind of tripped out. I mean, because, even though I do know that, I do have a lot of fans in different places, like it's still, to me, I'm regular. I just know how to do some shit that people think's cool. I mean, I don't really look at it like a lot of people look at it, I guess. But yeah, it was surprising to me. I have it came up like a profile and it had all my music connections and just lists of songs, and then a lot, I've seen like some articles that I didn't even know that there was about me. It was really neat. I mean, it was pretty neat to do, but yeah, you can probably just Google me, but see, some people spell my name wrong. So sometimes you might have to spell my name wrong, I guess, to find some things. But
I did that for a couple minutes this evening.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you're not the first. It's not a problem. You're not the first. But yeah, I mean, you can pretty much just look me up. I mean, and all kind of stuff will pop up. But you can find my music on Spotify. I've got a lot of songs on Spotify with different people. Just a few solo tracks, but I'm on a lot of things with other people.
Most of that's spelled wrong too for everybody out there.
Yeah, there are some spelled wrong, yeah. Including the most recent one I did with Jelly. Unfortunately, whoever put that song in put it in wrong. But the song Don't Let Me Go on Goodnight Nashville, I'm on that one. It's spelled wrong. My name's spelled wrong.
Well, I got a few on the list. We're gonna play them whenever we take a break, but I'm just gonna let people know what we got.
Thanks.
We got the Lenny Cooper, Can't Wait. I got That Love, Phony Homies, Don't Let Me Go with Jelly Roll. We got Dirty Dancing with Ritz and Dirty Lay. What else I got on here? Can't Sit With Us, also with Ritz and LZ. There's a lot of I love all the old school stuff.
Yeah, those are the old ones. I played that for Ritz, and he was like, for a second, he thought that somebody stole that feature, and I was like, no, don't say that. He's like, no, you know what? It's just old. It's just old, and I don't remember doing it. But yeah, so that one, the one with LZ, that one's apparently like an old one that Ritz did. And then there's also one with LZ and me and Lil White. Yeah, that's the Can't Sit With Us. No, that's Ritz. So I think the other one is The Streets or something like that with Lil White.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff if you look. And then you got your stuff, you're By Myself and False Advertising.
Yeah.
And then lots of old school Jelly Roll. Some of that you can't find on streaming, but if you're a Jelly Roll fan, you can pick up all his old stuff, which is also kind of hard to get now, oddly enough.
But, yeah, for sure.
But that's super dope. I definitely look forward to seeing what's coming down. But you are on social media. let everybody know where they can find you, where they can follow you, where they can keep in touch with everything that's.
I'm usually on my Instagram more than anything. My Instagram, anything else, it's Lily Styles, LeeLeeStylz. You can find me at Lily Styles on Instagram. I don't really get on my Twitter much. I'm trying to get back into, I'm just not a big Twitter person, but, my Twitter is at Lily_music. Pretty much everything else is just, Lily Styles. But you should be able to find me, Facebook, all that good shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Social media.
I just made a TikTok, but look, I've not been a big fan of TikTok, but everybody keeps telling me I need to make one, so I just made one. So everybody go follow me on damn TikTok. I'm trying to get in the groove.
Big Roo just joined like a month ago. He's apparently got viral videos and shit. I haven't even seen.
I bet he does. So I'm gonna try to get up there too. I don't know. I don't know what I got to do on there, but we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna end up signing up. I haven't yet. I've held back, but I'm probably.
Yeah, I've been holding back too. I just made one though.
There you go.
Follow me when you can.
All you TikTokers, get out there and follow Lily Styles.
Oh.
I guess I lied. I guess I do have one more. Really, just about your name. Where did the name Lily Styles come? Have you always been Lily Styles? Is that?
No, really. For a long time, it was just Lily. That was just a nickname that I've had that one of my mom's, old boyfriends gave to me when I was little. So I mean, pretty much, I just put Styles on there because I looked it up and there was already a Lily, just Lily. So I had to do something different, and I tried to think of what I wanted to add to my name that really just described me. And I just feel like I'm a big variety of things. Like, we talked about that earlier. Like, I'm just, like when I was a teenager, I'd go to school. Like, I love doing like makeup, hair, and shit like that. So I would always do my hair in a different style. I would not do it the same way 2 days in a row. I would always do something different. I always do crazy styles with my nails. I'd change up my what I wanted to wear. One day I'd be, dressed up. Next day I'd be thugged out. The next day I'd be, dressed just totally different. I mean, I change it up a lot. So I just feel like Styles was fitting for me. Different styles of music, different styles of art. Just a lot of different styles, and I spelled it different. Because I am different. So
there you go. Well, you already had enough E's in Lily.
That's exactly. There's enough E's. There's enough E's in Lily. We don't need one in Styles. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, that's what's up. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us and getting to know you. I look forward to Reinvent It, hopefully coming this year. I want to officially welcome you to the Replicon Radio family. You always got nothing but love here.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, if you got something coming out, you decide to drop that single, or you get a video made, or something you need the people to know, let us know. We'll do our best to get the word out. Hopefully, we'll have you back on once the album's released, and we can help promote it and talk about it and
absolutely.
Learn more about it.
Man, I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank y'all for having me, and I really do appreciate you guys, having me on, and it's been a pleasure talking with y'all, and nice meeting you guys.
Absolutely, you too. We're just trying to make, we're just trying to make friends and play nice before you blow up, because we know you're gonna get big. So we're gonna be like, hey, remember us? Come back.
Hey, remember us, sir?
Yeah, right. We're just trying to catch.
I don't forget where I came from.
Hell yeah. Well, you got any last words, any shout outs, or anything we may or may have forgotten to get to that you want to mention before we play some music for everybody tuned in?
Just a shout out to all the essential people that have been out there working and busting their ass to keep everybody safe and healthy, all the nurses and just doctors and all those people, and shout out to everybody just sticking it out for their families, and shout out to all the real people out there working hard and and struggling. Everything's gonna be all right. Find something an outlet to help you get through your day, whether it's music or doing something yourself. And shout out to all my fellow artists that's out there helping people get through shit, and struggling too. So that's what I want to shout out. And I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Replicon Radio for having me.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to Lily Styles for
coming on the
out.
show. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, glad to be a part of it, guys. Thank
Absolutely.
y'all.
We appreciate it. Much love. We're going to take a break and we're going to play some Lily for everybody. If you're tuned in over on YouTube,
We're going to bump that shit.
it's going to pause because we don't play music on YouTube
On the
because
website.
they don't let us. But,
All right.
They yell at us.
tune in to repliconradio.com. All the music. If you're listening to the replay, none of that matters. And we'll be back after the Lily break.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. What up, y'all?
Yo, 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 we are back. And it is Replicon Radio.
Welcome back to the show that
What the fuck is up?
I don't know what I was gonna say. The show. This is the show that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started watching it because it is the best, and now they keep on watching it because
They want to see the rest.
this is the show that never ends. Replicon Radio, my friends.
We are all best friends.
Clonk, 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 clonk. Hell yeah. What up, y'all? Welcome back. We're back. We're doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed the musical break.
We enjoyed what we had to do. We was
Yeah.
having some fun, and you guys will see it sooner or later.
We were having fun jamming out to some Lily Styles,
That's
too.
right.
Shout out to Lily. Much love to her, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the music, and you go check her out, and you go support a dope, technically not new, but new artist.
You'll be seeing her at the MTV Music Awards one of these days.
Is that a thing still?
Yeah, they still do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll be seeing her at the Replicon Radio Awards someday when we do that.
I'm pretty sure she'll have one of those one of these days.
She might. I mean, we do have that, but it's not.
P doo doo.
We do have Replicon Radio Awards, but you know what I mean. Someday we'll have a big, huge, fancy award show. I mean, we do have that as well, but I'm saying like an old school MTV Music Awards scale, like fresh performances.
Like everybody will be sitting in a chair while we're on stage hosting.
yeah, like fresh performances and shit. Like, I think it'd be super cool. I think it'd be super cool, man. Oh look, Lily's in the YouTube. What up? Shout out, thank you. You're very welcome. We just rejoined YouTube for everybody listening to the live broadcast at repliconradio.com.
Yes.
Everybody listening to the replay,
Yeah.
which is available on all streaming platforms. So whichever one you're on, it's on another one too.
Shortly after we get done at 10 o'clock.
It's on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Podcasts,
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. You're right. But
It's everywhere.
if you're a listener on one of those platforms, which I know you are, and there's a ton of downloads, I appreciate all that. But you should head on over to YouTube and at least subscribe, because for all the thousands of you that listen to our weekly show, we love you and we appreciate it. Shout out to all the Tuesday listeners. But
The Wednesdays,
there's so much
Thursdays,
extra stuff on our YouTube.
Fridays, Saturdays.
Extra interviews, early access to interviews as well. Some of the stuff we don't do on the live show, you get weeks or more early on YouTube.
That's right. And if you're part of our Patreon, you might see the freshness fun that we did during our break. That's why it was a little longer. We had to jam out to Lily Styles, and then we had to do a little bit of business.
But what else? What else is going on YouTube, man? We got freaking movie reviews.
Food reviews, because Freaky P likes to eat.
Yes. And there's more. There's more to come, man.
I think we have a couple party videos up from us partying, playing horse races games. Are those up there? You didn't put them up there, did you?
I don't know. I think those were like live Facebook videos back in the day. We didn't even have.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't have we had the YouTube. We just didn't.
We sort of had YouTube, but we didn't. Our YouTube is like turning 3,
Right.
or it just turned 3.
And we only been using it for like a year and a half.
Yeah, like we just started using our YouTube not long ago. It used to just upload, like how our show now, for everybody that listens to the audio version of the show, how it uploads to Spotify and all the stuff we just mentioned. It would just automatically upload to YouTube, and it was just the same deal. And that was it for like a year. We didn't really do it. And then we started doing a couple live videos here and there from all the concert footage from like gatherings and stuff like that. There's not a lot of that on there currently.
And gatherings and just side shows, and there's all kinds of stuff up there.
Yeah. But yeah, we should have like vlogs dropping. I think once sports comes back, hopefully we get Rue to start doing like a sports thing on there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll happen. I thought about just getting on there and just kind of like shooting shit, but I don't want to build a show around me just talking shit. I want it to have a purpose, because if I do that and then start doing sports, everybody's like, we want the shit talking stuff come back.
I mean, you could do both. And I don't know. You know what I would like to do? I'm just going to discuss this live since he's in the chat room.
Right.
And most of our live listeners are a lot of our active people and Patreon members and stuff like that. I would like to see
Yep.
What was I saying? Sorry, I just looked at the other chat room. Shout out to Lily in that chat room as well.
She's all over.
Hell yeah, killing. I would like to see Dead Body Man
get them vlogs up.
Well, I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see the vlog.
I'm calling you out, man. Son.
That yeah, I want to. Well, he plays games. That's his thing. He plays games.
He's the gamer. He's the gamer of the three of us.
So he needs to log on to Replicon Radio's Twitch, which we've never promoted because it's not. We don't really.
We haven't done anything on it yet.
I have a login and I've interacted with people.
I had it and then I got rid of it.
But yeah, that's what we need to do. We'll do like Replicon Gaming on Twitch and YouTube.
And you can watch the Dead Body Man
for the people that like that stuff.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Watch him ride his horse and kill people.
Yeah, but that'd be dope, man. Oh yeah, I forgot to pull up the.
Pull up.
For everybody tuned in, man, I apologize for my inks this evening, but I'm having
quite many of those.
Like anybody that tunes in, like everything is on this fucking computer, and
you got too many windows open.
It's not. It's just. Well, you're probably right, but that's. But for some
close
reason,
the porn out. Come on.
There's no. I do not watch porn. But I'm having a lot of computer issues, and that's what makes things work.
Right.
So it's really frustrating when I'm trying to do something and I have to work extra hard at it. So I apologize for all that mess. But I was gonna pull the flyer up. God, this is gonna be difficult. Because guess what? Every week.
We
have a guest.
Every week we have a guest, and every week there's a Daily Dino on Friday.
It is.
I don't know why it's called a Daily Dino, but it's every Friday. It should be the Friday Dino.
I've almost changed the name like 100 times.
The Friendly Friday Dino.
Friendly Friday.
That's where you find all the new singles dropping, the new albums dropping. Freaky Pete be talking about all them people that are hitting the grounds running with all their albums and stuff coming out.
It's fun, man. It's fun. The Daily Dino's fun, and we do it live right on the Replicon Radio YouTube channel. And it's also available on Spotify and Anchor.fm, and it's its own thing.
Bye, Lily. Lily's leaving. She's going to go write some more music.
Hell yeah. Write a song about Replicon Radio.
Love you too, girl. Have a good night. Have a good week.
We appreciate
Hopefully
you.
we'll talk to you soon.
Sorry, we're talking about silly stuff now. Everybody give it up for Lily Styles.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
We learned a lot, though.
Yeah.
For those of you that didn't know her, now you know a little bit about her.
If you didn't know, now you know.
And we're going to continue to learn more about her as long as she keeps writing and putting stuff out.
Oh.
Which doesn't sound like it's stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, she's dope. That was fun.
It was.
That was fun, man.
So what are you pulling up?
I was trying to pull up the flyer for next time.
Oh, yeah, next week's guest. Can I just tell him?
Yeah, but I want to put the flyer. I want to pull the flyer up.
But I can tell them why you're doing that.
I mean, I guess you can, but it's more fun if we put the flyer up at the same time.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. I mean, not because of like who it is, but what it is.
Because it's wrestling?
I wasn't even gonna say that just yet. I was gonna hype it up, bro.
That's hyping.
I was gonna hype it up. Like, we're gonna have a first time ever guest on here, and the first time ever of what they do on here.
Never. Of all the different things we've had on this show.
Out of the last 5 years? We've been doing this shit 5 years? No. Seems like it though. 4 years maybe. Yeah, it's probably been 5. It's probably been 4.5, almost 5.
Maybe 4.
You got to figure we were at that shit studio for a year,
Yeah.
and our YouTube's almost 3 years old. So it's about 4.5.
We've been doing it on our own.
Well, yeah, on our own. But
December will be 3 years.
Tennessee don't count, bro. Tennessee's washed up fucking bum.
December of this year will be 3 years on our own.
On our own.
Like,
So 4 years.
since
Since the boot.
Since Wuno Basement was December.
Yeah.
That'll be 3 years this December.
Tennessee didn't even talk much. We
Tennessee.
can't. Yeah. Don't even go back and listen
Who
to
said
that
that?
garbage. Dead body, man.
Tennessee.
What about Tennessee? Tennessee. I ain't even gonna tell y'all his name because you don't need to worry about that.
That wasn't it.
Well, that's what we made his name to be.
Tennessee. But the closest. But
Not only do we have a wrestler on,
since you mentioned that,
but we have a WW, not WWE. It's a JCW motherfucking wrestler on the show next week. Bet y'all can't figure out who it is though.
Almost hit me. What was I gonna say? Oh, one of our very first guests was the closest thing we've ever had to wrestling.
One of our what?
One of our very first guests ever.
Kevin Gill?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the closest.
That was the closest thing we've ever had to wrestling.
He is a fucking hero. A hero in the JCW world.
Is he a hero?
Fuck yeah. Everybody loved that dude. They hated him too. I bet you know too, Tony, because you've seen the flyer.
Well, all the Patreon knows.
And all the Patreons know.
Patreons get information before anybody.
Yep, so if you're not a Patreon, you should sign up for it because you would know exactly who we're talking about and knew about it a week prior to what we're saying right now.
Shit, sometimes the Patreons get information before Rue does.
Well, yeah, because I don't fucking... Because I sleep on it, and then I get in and I'm like, wait, what? Why the fuck they know and I don't?
I'll be like, look what just happened.
That shit should go into our fucking chat room before it hits that. But
I'm like, look what just happened.
82% of the time, that's not the case. 82% of the time, it just hops right on in
Hop around
to the Patreons.
All right, I have it. Now I just gotta pull it up. This takes simple things take a really long time when your mouse doesn't work proper.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, the motherfucker's a madman.
It's true.
Probably one of the top dogs of JCW.
Especially when it was like in its prime.
Yes.
Probably was, man. Probably was.
He was huge in JCW.
Not Violent J.
No. Did he even wrestle in JCW? I think he had like 3 matches.
I don't know. You just said he was huge.
Well, this guy's got more matches than Violent J. And I know he's held the belt a couple times.
Yeah.
Quite a few times.
I'm gonna have to do so much research.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. If we're gonna do wrestling, it's a good place to start, man. Juggalo Championship, I believe it was the champion, like you said.
Yes, Juggalo Championship
tag team
wrestling.
with
Championship wrestling is what it was back.
Yeah,
then.
they would change it to championship.
Yep.
He tag team with Too Tough Tony.
Yep.
crazy
Too
man,
tough, yep.
Juggalo legend.
So you know it ain't no Too Tough Tony, that's for sure.
Well, it's right there. It's on the screen now if you're on YouTube, man. Next
That's
week,
right.
May 18th, Madman Pondo.
Yeah, buddy.
That'd be dope, man.
I'm interested. I mean,
Who's pumped for that? A little Juggalo wrestling action.
I'm more excited for our first it's our first wrestler, bro. And like we've never had one. So I'm kind of curious on how it's going to go. I'm pretty sure it's going to go pretty good.
I think it's going to go good because Madman Pondo is literally a madman.
He is. But that's what I'm kind of worried about.
Most
Is he going to be madman on here and just be like,
obviously
fuck
Will knows
everything?
and Dead Body Man knows, and most of the avid listeners know I am not a fan of wrestling at all.
Madman motherfucking Pound.
Like, I am not a fan of wrestling one single bit.
I'm not even sure if Dead Body Man even knew who he was, who the picture was when you threw it up there, because it was just a picture with no name, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You can't be serious.
But
How the hell is this happening?
even though I'm not a fan of wrestling, I guess I'm a fan of Madman Pondo. Like, he's
you
dope.
have to be.
He's dope.
If you're a juggalo, you're a fan of Madman Pondo.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit who you are. If you're a juggalo, you are a fan of Madman Pondo.
Well, but he's a madman.
Madman Pondo.
We've partied with him before.
Yes.
He won't remember that.
We've drank beers with him.
Yeah.
Who was the other clown that got kicked out of there that was wrestling with him during that time?
Corp?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Corp was like disowned though.
Yeah, he did some fouls. He had a couple major fouls on.
But yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. I hope you guys are excited. Mad Pondo, Juggalo wrestling legend, the first ever wrestler on Replicon Radio, man.
Juggalo championship.
After all this
wrestler.
time, who'd have thought we'd still break new ground?
That's right.
Crazy.
There's always something new around here.
Tony said, "Holy shit, we have a Twitch." It's never been accessed for more than just to. To be honest, I think I mentioned it. To be honest, I joined Twitch. What was it, like a year ago when Violent JJ started streaming?
That's like after you did. I think I did mine shortly after that.
Violent JJ started streaming on Twitch, and Violent J would, to promote and to help his kid's channel grow, he would go and be in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined it just to, like, I would go in the chat and we'd have long conversations in the chat room. Talking about, I remember when they announced supervillains for the gathering, we were in there chatting about it, and he was going on and on about the whole how it all started, and Lavelle wasn't supposed to be a member, and that just all came about like it was like a last minute, oh shit, let's do it, and how much he hated Furious. I remember I had the screenshots, and I was like, I read them on the air, and we were talking about it, shit.
Yeah.
But
I remember that. You were so excited. You were telling me about it.
and then honestly, that was the only time I used it. And then our homeboy Will FM is doing a whole bunch of stuff on Twitch, so I would just go in there and talk to him. But I've never actually like set up our page. You know what I mean? Like we have a login. It's Replicon Radio, but I've never set up the page. But eventually, we will. Tony, I'll give you the login as soon as you put that vlog up.
I mean, bro, that was from March 7th. So March 9th. March 9th is when you downloaded those. Or uploaded them, whatever the fuck you want to say.
But yeah. But I think it's dope. I'm excited. I'm excited that we're still...
He's been quarantined from his computer.
I'm excited that we're still, breaking new ground and finding new stuff after like all this time.
Hell yeah.
There's so much more to go, but it's cool. We've never had a wrestler on.
Oh shit, you got me yawning. It's time to end of the show. Would you look at that? Look what time it is. It's 10 o'clock already. We'll see you guys later.
No, it's not.
Look at Rue, always trying to get off here early.
I was literally about to say I'm gonna email you this video so you can
Put it up on the vlog?
well, no, so you can
Email to me?
no, to him, so we can add the stuff we were talking about to it, but they have to have it in a couple days, so why would I do that? They need it by Thursday. Couldn't give it to you unless it's Thursday 2021.
All right.
Jeez. But yeah, man, that's gonna be dope. Madman Pondo.
May 14th, 2021.
But yeah, we still got some stuff in the works, man. We still got some stuff going on. I do love.
He loves Barney and Friends, yo.
Shout out to Dead Body Man's fiance for making a post the other day.
Genius post.
About what people would like to see, and there was all kinds of fun ideas.
Yeah, we try to tell you motherfuckers to do that to us and send us emails and shit and tell us, but you guys don't ever fucking tell us. But it takes somebody else that's listened to our show that's kind of part of it and throw a little post out there, and then everybody goes hog wild over it. And nobody can just send us an email or fucking send us a message. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many things like that, though. It's funny, like. Well, like when I do, like you mentioned the food reviews, I'll do the food reviews and I'll tell people, hey man, leave a comment. Tell me what you think would be cool. Tell me what you want me to try, blah, blah, blah. No one ever has any ideas. But then someone will just randomly be like, you know what I think? Like 2 weeks later, like, why the fuck didn't you?
Shout out to Cemetery Girl for throwing that up there for us.
Yeah. I was trying to pull it up. She's so popular.
Yep.
Because I wanted to talk about it.
Dead Body Man took a break. That's why the vlogs ain't up. That's one long ass break.
We know you took a break. That's why you haven't been here.
Ouch. P is very upset.
Well, what?
Yeah, Heather. Nobody has any ideas. You guys don't have ever any ideas. You guys are too busy chatting
Heather,
in our Discord
Heather
without
gives
even
me
giving us any ideas.
Later, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, after the fact that we already thought of it. Thanks.
Well, no,
Heather.
like she come.
I was just busting.
Well, like I said, I just did the food review thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, "Well, have you done this?" I'm like, "I've never even heard of that." And then to come to find out, it's been available for like 2.5 months. I was like, "Why didn't anyone mention this 2.5 months ago? How did I not know that this was available? Like, where were y'all at?"
Right.
Like, I appreciate that you did it. Better late than never. But come on, man.
You are not gonna quit making suggestions. Get out of here.
Bring on anyone. Like, but I think a lot of people just assume, because obviously we're like ridiculously smart and on top of
everybody.
everything.
Always makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they listen to the show. They know we're like the smartest people ever. They know we're pretty much on top of everything.
No, we're fucking geniuses. We're like fucking.
So they just assume
scientists.
that we know what's going on, but there's so many things that we just can't pay attention to, unfortunately. So even if you think your idea is dumb, man, send it in. If it is dumb, we probably won't tell you.
I'm trying to get some golf TikToks going, but these motherfuckers that I golf with on Thursdays won't fucking do it for me.
Jesus.
They won't record me doing them.
That was so hard to find. Let's see. We got a couple artist suggestions. I won't even talk about that, because if that happens, that'd be dope. I love that somebody commented wrestling or music related.
Yeah. After the fact that we already got it rolling.
It was already, I was like, that's cool. But they're a wrestler. They wanted to, yeah, you would assume that I know what fast food is available because I deliver it, but I don't. I have no fucking idea. Most of the time, I don't look at the menu. Unless it's like hugely displayed, like new fucking item, then I don't even think about it.
That motherfucker knew them cheddar fries came out or them nacho fries from fucking Taco Bell were available right the fuck away, though.
I did. Well,
anything that has cheese sauce in it, fucking
well, that's
peas
somewhere
down.
I'm there all the time, and they advertise real big on their menu. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty,
it is pretty fucking big on their menu.
There was a restaurant the other day that I don't want to give away because it's not up yet, but I went and did a review. Minutes, I posted a review. Someone left a comment about something else. I was like, holy shit, what is that? Literally Googled the restaurant, drove straight to the restaurant, did another review.
What restaurant was it?
It was a fucking donut place.
Fenton's Hometown Donuts?
Could have been. But,
was it?
No.
Krispy Kremers?
You'll see it.
We only got 2 fucking donut shops, bro.
Exactly. Which is why I didn't know this product existed. And it's not donuts. But
MacArthur's?
What else? Oh, this one.
Y'all don't know about no
suggestion
MacArthur's.
was Replicon Radio workout sessions weekly.
Bitch, I ain't working. I work out at work.
I feel like that's a Rue thing. We should put. Well, you know what's funny? We had that. Remember the idea that I had a long time ago?
Yeah.
I still think we should do that.
I remember that clear as
I don't
day.
want to say it out loud, but I still think we should do it. Especially now, I think it would be fucking hilarious. I still think it would be hilarious, just as hilarious.
Right.
The only issue is literally the only.
We don't have any
issue-
workout equipment.
It's not even. I don't even care about that. The only issue is with the idea I had is we couldn't monetize it on YouTube.
Well, it wouldn't be a YouTube thing. It would literally be, well, we would have to.
Yeah, it'd be a video. We
We could just record it and then put it up.
Yeah, we just couldn't put the music in it.
Yeah, I know.
But
That would suck.
that'd be the only thing. But I think it'd still
We'd be
fun.
working out and they couldn't even hear what we're working out to.
Just be
Like, these
silent.
motherfuckers are moving. What the fuck are they moving to?
Maybe that could be funny too.
Right?
Not the one around here because I was gonna go there.
What the fuck is...
But yeah,
Joke.
someone suggested an original song by the Replicon Boys, which Tony mentioned earlier. I think it'd
Who
be
are the
funny.
Replicon boys?
That's us. That's
They
our
sound-
apparently.
they sound entertaining.
Apparently, that's our name now. We're the Replicon Boys.
We're going to make a song?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know how, but I think it'd be fun. But it has to be for fun. And then
Like not even make any sense or on key or nothing.
my favorite.
I mean, that's what the music is out nowadays.
Unfortunately, Dead Body Man can't be included in any of this because he's too afraid to hang out with us.
He thinks we got the cooties.
Somebody suggested a Replicon Radio wet T-shirt contest.
Motherfucker, that is not going to happen. I mean, unless we get some girls lined up, and I'm going to host that shit.
Like
but I
us,
am
the
not
three of
getting.
us.
No,
You're not gonna wear what? You're not gonna.
No.
I'll pay for the blanket you can wear.
No, I am not.
We'll
no.
get you a big white blankie.
No,
Soak it in water.
no.
Maybe we'll get some Vest soda, St. Louis style.
Rue's gonna host a wet T-shirt contest.
You wouldn't do
not
that.
be.
You wouldn't
in
make a
one.
fun video of us like.
No, I'll record it though for you.
But you have to be a part of it. You're a part of the.
All
You're a
right,
Replicon
you
boy.
and Tony. Well, yeah, I'll be the judge. I'll be the host and the judge all at once.
Tony clearly has better tits than I do. Is that? I don't know what the factor is though. When you're, I've never seen, let alone judged a male white T-shirt contest.
I mean,
I feel like Tony would be the guy up there showing his butthole though.
I feel like my neighbors would be like really interested in this, and they would like we would all get together and sit around watch you and Tony be. I'll spray y'all down. I'll judge it. They'll fucking judge it.
Your neighbors,
They'll fucking
your
judge
folks, your parents, your
Fuck yeah,
mom and dad Rue will be judging.
I mean, I got more neighbors besides them, but yes, they will all be out here judging that shit, and there's gonna be neighbors from other fucking streets coming. Just so you
God.
know, it's gonna be a crowd of motherfuckers. All right.
But you have to be. That wouldn't be any fun. You can't.
I couldn't be a part of it because those are my peoples, and of course they're gonna vote
That's
me.
okay. You can win. You have to be a part of it.
I
Though.
don't want to win.
You know what?
I don't want to win.
What's the prize?
You did sign up for it, sir.
I'm pretty sure the sign-up sheet was on your fiance's Facebook. So
Yeah.
you're automatically entered. You were automatically.
Yeah, I'll just dance like in between rounds. I'll dance, and then you guys get wet, and then I'll come back out and I'll
You're
dance.
just like afraid of water or something? I don't
Oh yeah, I am. Yep. No, I'm afraid of t-shirts.
Are you?
I mean wet ones.
Well, it's dry at first.
Well, yeah, but when it gets wet, I'm scared.
Well, what if you just took your shirt off?
No, and my shirt don't ever come off.
I've seen you with your shirt on.
Well, yeah, I mean we've also bunked together too. That's different.
Maybe we'll just have to do it when we're out of town. We'll do the contest live from a hotel room.
That's right. Next year at Astronomicon, we're gonna jump in the fucking pool and have a wet t-shirt.
There's no
contest.
pool. There's not going to be a pool there.
I was hoping you weren't gonna remember that. I was hoping you were gonna be like, yeah, that'd be a great idea. Yep. All right, let's do it. And my luck, the pool will still be there.
Yeah, I guess there was a quarantine, so we didn't get to carry the pool.
Right. That would
All
be
right,
fun.
here we go.
What else is there that we can do? The three of us need to fucking go out and do our little golf outing and do video.
I asked you to take me golfing, and you just keep going without me.
Well, because we go to I want to take you guys to the flat lands of fucking Illinois.
We don't need to. He doesn't. Well, I told him I'd get him a new shirt. It doesn't have to dry out. It's one-time use. We'll throw it away afterward. Or fucking,
I know, right? A 16 fucking X t-shirt. I mean, it fucking shit. Motherfucker.
Well,
Long time.
We'll sell it. We'll raffle it off for charity.
Ain't nobody gonna want that
Bruise
shit.
Wet 16X.
I don't even know if they make one of them, but fuck. I've lost weight. The seatbelt on the fork truck fits me now.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
need the extension.
That's what's up. There you go.
I have been dropping some weight.
Drop it like it's hot.
I'm gonna be Lil Roo before long.
Little Joey?
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I'll get that tatted on my other leg.
Oh, shit. Hell, you know what? Even though I know we talk about it on the Daily Dino, but you weren't there for that. So I wanted to let you know that your big brother, Ouija Mac, dropped a new album on Friday. Did you know that, Rue?
What happened?
Your big brother, Ouija Mac, dropped a new album.
That is not my brother.
He dropped a new music video today as well, but he dropped a new album, man. It's freaking 17 new songs for you to enjoy. Resistance
I'm
to
not even.
Hell's Holotape.
That don't even have my attention, but I like Heather's idea. I think we all should get together around the time when there's usually a gathering, since so many of us have birthdays at that time. I mean, I'm not a fan of Ouija Mag unless he's live.
Yeah.
I can't go buy his album and listen to it, but I'll go watch a live show because that dude just rocks the fucking stage and he's funny. And he has a good time up there.
You can stream it on Spotify. It's available there as well.
It is.
He's charted on iTunes. He was like number 5 on iTunes charts.
That's fantastic. Congratulations to him.
Hell yeah.
That's huge.
It's good. It's actually good.
No, Heather, there will be no contest then. It'll be a birthday party for all of us.
Big Rue's Wet T-shirt birthday blowout.
It'll be a blowout. That'll be for sure.
Hell yeah. I'm down. Let's do it. Where's it
That
at?
body
Where the
man's gonna
party's
have a wet boots and pants contest.
We're gonna have a Big Brews wall building electric plugging birthday wet T-shirt blowout bonanza, and everybody's gonna come over and hang drywall and install electricity, and then we're all gonna get our shirts wet.
No, it has to be done by code.
Yeah.
I've seen some of y'all's work.
Ain't no labor
I've
like
got
a
2
free
walls that
labor.
need drywall. By the time you motherfuckers get done, I'll need 5 walls with
I
drywall.
got 2 walls. Boots, pants. Boots and pants. Got my
That
boots.
body man is going to be the only one in the wet boots and pants contest.
Yeah, see, we can all just wear boots and pants.
And hats. Boots and pants and hats.
Oh my.
Yes, August 1st, July 29th. I'm trying to think of Jason's. I don't think I said his yet. I think Heather's, yours is like the 4th of August or some shit. It's like usually the first week of August. I might be wrong. I don't know what any of y'all's birthday is. I just know mine and Dead Body Man's. Yep, she is the 4th. Look at that shit. I fucking nailed it. Jason's, I'm not sure. I know it's somewhere closer there too.
My birthday's not there.
I mean, a couple months away.
4 couple months.
Yep.
2 couples.
Couple, 2, 3, 4. A few, 3, 4. Hell yeah.
Bo.
That's right. Jason's is late July, yeah. Who the fuck are you talking to? You gonna be what, 50 soon? It ain't gonna. I know he ain't talking to me.
I feel like it's the only logical person.
And I know he's busting. I'll tell you, he's busting Heather's balls. Yeah, she already knew. Yeah, so if I'm the Jason's might be like the 30th or some shit.
Well, there you go.
I think that was supposed to say, oh.
Everybody's getting old. Y'all are old. Everybody's old. And somehow I feel the oldest.
You look the fucking oldest, that's for sure.
That's just because I need a haircut so bad.
I mean, you need a lot of things, but hey.
That's also true.
The haircut's the least of your worries.
No, it's not. It's up there on the list.
Man, all right. So look, I wasn't gonna bring this up, but I'm gonna talk about it. So Saturday, we had this big old barbecue in the neighbor's driveway over there, and we was all hanging out, having a good old time, drinking, shots, margaritas, beers, you name it, we were drinking it. Seltzers were there. I didn't drink any of them.
Meth.
We didn't smoke any meth.
But you were drinking it.
There was some weed though. I didn't smoke any weed though. So it got later in the wee morning hours. Early in the wee morning hours. When I say early, like 12, 1. One of the neighbors decided he wanted to try talking football with me. And we got on the old Kaepernick subject, and he brought up that Trump got him kicked out of the league, and I called him out on it. And he didn't like it. And his daughter was there, and there were some kids there, and he got in my face a little bit. And I didn't do anything. I actually stopped myself because there were kids. When I say kids, there was teenagers there. And he basically yelled at me. He told me to go fuck myself. So I told him to go fuck himself. And then he came up and got in my face. I'm like, well, wait a minute, bro. You can tell me to go fuck myself, and that's okay. But I can't tell you to go fuck yourself, and that's not okay. Then he stopped and he thought about it for a second. Then he wanted a fucking hug. And I'm like, dude, I'm not giving you a fucking hug. And the best thing for you to do right now is go the fuck home. And he tells me, don't tell me what to do. I'm like, well, I'm telling you right now, I'm asking you as nicely as I can at this point. You need to fucking go home. So he left. Thank God that, because we see each other every fucking day. We hang out every fucking day. We have the same fucking, we're neighbors. We have the same fucking friends, the same neighbors. He came back down later on, like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. He comes back down. And he comes down and wants to apologize. I told his daughter, I said, I'm very sorry that you had to see that shit happen. She's like, my dad's a fucking idiot. I'm like, I wasn't going to say it. But, all right. And he came back down and he apologized. And he knew that we didn't need that mess.
So did either of you fuck yourselves?
No. I didn't go home and jack off. I don't know if he did.
Maybe that's when he went home and fucked himself, realized
that it was a good time, and then decided to come back and apologize.
Realized what an ass he was being and came back.
Yeah, maybe. But I was very proud of myself because the first thing going through my head is just hit the motherfucker. But
I bet you won't.
Then I realized I happened to look over and I just seen kids, and I was like, I can't do this.
I totally thought that story was going to go somewhere else. I thought you were.
It was dude, my first instance, so we had the fire pit out, and he stepped in between me and the fire pit.
He's about to get burned, boy.
And normally in that situation, like, I'm going to push you the fuck away from me before I attack you.
Well, that is an attack.
Well, yeah, but then he would have fell in the fucking fire, and he's the type of dude that if I'd have hit him, he'd have fucking ran home and called the fucking cops. That's exactly what would have happened.
These are the people you want judging our wet t-shirt contest?
He's all right, dude. His problem is he can only have 2 or 3 beers. Anything after that, he's a fucking mess. Literally, a fucking mess. He cannot hold his alcohol at all whatsoever. He came back down and he's like, man, I'm sorry, we are drunk. And I said, dude, I had 20 fucking beers, 3 peach apple crown shots, and 1 margarita.
And you said no to a fight.
I said, I'm not fucking drunk, dude. I said, I hold my fucking liquor. Well, that kind of set him off, and I said, dude, honestly, if I was drunk, I'd fucking tell you I was drunk, but I'm not fucking drunk. I said, I'm still trying to get fucked up. At this point, it was like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. So
I thought you were gonna tell me you had like people show up and like protest you guys like hanging out or something.
it's me and him and another neighbor, and we're hanging out. Then he finally went home. My other neighbor was like, I can't believe I just witnessed you holding back from fucking hitting him.
Right.
He goes, I thought I'd never see the day that you held back from hitting somebody. I'm like, dude, there's fucking kids here. I can't. If we were at a bar somewhere, dude, or if if it was all adults, it would have been a different story.
Kids probably would have cheered you on.
Well, after he left, the kids were like amazed that we didn't fight.
Why didn't you beat up my dad, Rue?
But they were also on my side. So I definitely had people on my side that I wasn't in the wrong.
No.
But it just didn't need to fucking happen. And I was actually surprised that I controlled myself that it didn't happen. And I thank myself that it didn't happen. And I thank him for not being stupid enough to try to swing on somebody. Because we are neighbors and we do see each other every fucking day.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he is, but we could have rumbled and then been friends the next day. It wouldn't matter to me, but I have a feeling he's the type of dude. He just moved in the neighborhood, but I knew him prior to him moving in the neighborhood. He'd been in the neighborhood for like 6 months now. But I've known him for about 3 years now before he moved into the neighborhood. And, I mean, he's sober, he's a decent dude, but when he's, like I said, when he gets a couple beers in him, he's fucking retarded.
That's terrible.
It is.
Well, I'm glad you didn't beat up your neighbor.
I am too. It would have been ugly because he would have went right in that fucking fire.
That would have been bad if you would have not only beat your neighbor up, but you would have threw him into a fire.
Yeah.
You probably could have got in trouble for that.
I mean, it happens all the time at bonfires.
You throw people?
No, but people get in fights and people rumble into the fire. It happens.
Yeah. I totally thought you were going to talk about like somebody showed up and people are like mad at you for like not social distancing or some shit.
We were social distancing. Well, up until he got in my face, but I mean, all the way up the whole fucking day. We started at 3 o'clock.
He was socializing.
All the way up at 3
I
o'clock.
socialized for the first time in 2 months. Well, besides with you. Went and got lunch with my buddy the other day. Saturday. Yep.
You can do that shit now in the other counties except for St. Louis City and County.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to learn about that. We actually went to Hooters, which you can't dine in yet, but we went to the park and sat at a picnic. It was like we sat at a picnic bench and ate food and went around
You guys
town.
had a little date?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's cutesy.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
No, my buddy Ben was in town. He lives in Colorado, and he came into town, and
Benny Ben?
we couldn't really go anywhere, so
The one you worked with?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know he moved to Colorado.
Yeah. He was in town. He was like, he wanted to go out. I'm like, where the fuck do we go, bro? The whole world's fucking locked.
Right.
And I even told him, I was like, I'm pretty sure Jefferson County is open.
Heather, all my neighbors wave. We wave at each other. We wave it when we're outside drinking and partying in the driveways. We wave at everybody that drives by. That's how friendly we are around here.
Yeah.
We country out this motherfucker. We got that Southern hospitality. Until you fuck that up, then Southern hospitality goes out the window. Well, we all got Southern hospitality except for this motherfucker that I almost got into it with. So this motherfucker, right? So not only did we have a barbecue Saturday, we had another barbecue last Saturday. And this dude was pissed because he brought down 8 chicken breasts. Now, remind you, there's 40 fucking people at this first barbecue. He's pissed because he brought 8 chicken breasts down. So when we do barbecues, we bring food for everybody. It ain't, this is mine, this is yours, we cook it, you eat this, we eat that. Bring food for everybody. That's what we do. This motherfucker bring down 8 chicken breasts and was pissed because his son got in the icebox the next day and asked him where the leftovers were, and he said his dad had to tell him there wasn't any, that they ate it all. Bro, you brought 8 chicken breasts down with 40 fucking people. How many? That don't even make any sense to me. And so then he was up there, so Saturday he was up there early as fuck while people were still eating. He's up there fucking bundling his shit up and make sure that he takes them home. Like to your kid, to your son. Son's 24 years old. Bro, tell him to get his ass down here and get a fucking bite to eat, and then he can take his ass back home if he don't want to be down here. Right. And so not only did he take what he brought, but he also took other people's food home too. So I thought that I seen him do that, and that might have been the icing on the cake for me to fucking maybe go up with. That had nothing to do with the conversation that we were having, because we were talking about football, and then he tried to bring politics into it, and I fucking went off. I don't talk about politics when we're drinking, but he tried to, and that's when I went off, and he didn't like it. I did call him. I told him he was a fucking idiot if he thought Trump got fucking Kaepernick kicked out of the fucking league. I did tell him that, and
I don't know anything about
that kind of set him off.
What do you think about
sports coming back?
Well,
NASCAR's getting ready to run them, baby. The 17th of May.
What do you think about
this Sunday coming up?
Obviously, everyone, all the listeners and everybody.
Kyle Larson,
different areas. No, shit reopening and.
What do I think about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start with this. I like the idea because I think it's a good idea because people need to get back to work. People need money. If we can do it as safely as possible, I'm all for it. Until we get it, I'm a little more cautious with the shit going on now, just because I don't necessarily know if it's true. Like, I don't know if hospitals are making up cases that, oh yeah, it was a corona or whatever, because they do get paid for every fucking coronavirus case that they get. They get paid for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm still taking caution because I don't fucking know. But once we get a vaccine for it, I feel that any and everything should go back to 100% normal. But for the time being,
yeah, we don't have one of those.
Right.
We expect to have one.
Right. And
for a while.
So I feel that if we can do it safely, then why not? If you can clear out, so if your room holds 100 people and you can only have 50 in there, and that's what you want to do, or have 25 people in there, that's what you want to do, that's fine. As long as people can sit distance away, that's fine. Do it. Because everybody needs to start getting back to work. Everybody needs money. People are running out of money because they've been off for 2-3 months. Some have been off longer than that. As long as we can do it safely, I'm all for it. But right now, I mean, like I said, nobody knows what really the fuck going on.
We don't even know what safely is even.
No.
People just want to be open because, one, they need money and they need jobs, and
yeah.
Also, people want to go places. It's so weird.
Places.
It's so strange to me.
But people don't. They can go outside and go for fucking walks, or get in your car and go drive somewhere.
They want to go places. It's still not, you know what I mean?
They can do those things. They can get up and go for walks. They can get in their car and go drive somewhere. Like the other day, I was fucking coming home from golf, and I'm like, I'm going to stop and get something to eat. Yeah. So I stopped at McDonald's, grabbed a bite to eat, and literally sat in the parking lot and ate. Because I was like, dude, I'm tired of, I'm not going to be at home. Fuck that. I'll eat here. And I just chilled out.
Well, I told you last week how fucking I felt like I was breaking the law because I was able to make my own soda at the gas station.
Right.
But it's so weird because we live right on the line to where we live on the county line almost.
I mean,
right there.
We're on every county line.
Right there, it's
county,
open.
City line,
yeah.
County, Jefferson. I mean, county lines are all over the.
Like right there, it's open. Right here, it's not. And then it's weird. Well, because like, it's weird to think about. There's a few things that's weird to me. One, it's how quickly this fucked up shit in my head almost became normal without me realizing it. Because like I said, I felt like I was breaking the law, making my own soda. Right. Well, mind you, delivering, when I look at the time frame, I'm like, dude, we did that show 2 months ago. A couple weeks after that is when it kind of got crazy around here. And then they started doing the, you can't go inside the restaurant and shit. And I was delivering food the whole time, so I've watched it daily.
Yeah.
And then I go to pick up an order at fucking Pasta House in High Ridge, and there's that people are dining in. There's fucking 6 tables. I'm like, I walked in, I was like, what the fuck?
Right?
Like,
y'all breaking the law.
But it's only been going on for a month and a half. People in dining in restaurants my entire life. But a month and a half of change, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
What are you people doing? Like, I immediately felt like it was wrong. I don't know if it is. It was uncomfortable.
According to
that
their
I
county,
felt,
according to their county, it's not wrong.
well, that's all I'm saying. I don't know the answer to whether they're right. I'm just saying the fact that it already made me feel some sort of way in that short of a time kind of freaked me out.
And most people going to the gathering.
Well, most people don't. I'm just saying the fact that my mindset changes that quickly and I don't even realize it.
I mean,
and most people don't think about shit like the way I do. I look at things like, why do I feel this way? You know what I mean? So when I was like, oh God,
I
was like, it's only been a month and a half.
You watch TV too much.
I don't even watch TV.
But people that watch the news and on like daily, it's affecting them a lot more than people that don't watch the fucking
when I
news.
first started being there, I was freaking out and shit, dude.
I don't watch the fucking news. I get what I get on the radio, and they talk about it for a split second.
I don't watch the news, but I do sometimes get down YouTube rabbit holes and shit.
I just, like I said,
and I always freak out and think I'm sick. That's
always,
my thing. I'm like, oh God.
I've always been a cautious person. I've always been one to wash my hands right away after fucking touching something that I think is gross or even.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. You want to go to the bar and get a drink?
Would I do that right now?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's so much cheaper to drink at home, and that's always been my thing, though. My thing's always been. I mean, I've been to bars, and I have no problem with going to bars.
I'm saying, like, the bars are open. Just right up there, man, the bars are open. We can go.
Honestly, after Golf Thursday, I almost suggested because Jefferson County was open, and we were in that area, and I was like, dude, the bar's open right up the street. You guys want to go get a drink? And we all thought about it for a second.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know it's new. They just opened up. I said,
it's
no,
weird.
I'm going home.
It's weird. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
So weird. Don O'Rias, shout out to Don O'Rias. He was live on Facebook the other day.
At a bar?
And they were drinking at a bar. And I clicked in. I was like, what are you guys doing? They're like, we're drinking at a bar. I go, what is drinking at a bar? What is that? What does that even mean?
You know.
And I was like, are there other people there? Is it like, what's going on? Like, it was a new thing. And he's like, there's like 5 other people here. They're all pretty much staying to their own. It's just like drink. It'd be like if we were hanging out drinking.
I mean, I'm very cautious.
You know what I mean? My buddy wanted to go to a bar. I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure Jeffco's open, but I'm not sure if.
Actually, a friend of mine.
I want to go too.
We've been sharing stories back and forth and like different like COVID cases and COVID articles.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that we share and we both read, and it's some of it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me, and then some of it's like, man, that really does make sense. So wheels start to turn in your head, and so we just kind of been going on, and they've had something hit close to home, and so now they're like, oh my God, dude, this shit is real. And I'm like, yeah, it is, because the shit's hit close to home here. You know, the fucking neighbor up the street, his uncle or whatever, came down with a case of it. Yeah. And it was like, fuck. So maybe the shit, you know, we were kind of taking lightly at first, and then all of a sudden, you know, it started hitting close at home. The guy at fucking work caught a case. So then we've been kind of like, yeah, the shit is fucking real. So, and we're both pretty clean fucking people anyways. They always carry sanitizer with them. I usually wash my hands every chance that I get.
Shout out to Stir Crazy, by the way.
And, yeah, man, it's just thinking about going to drink in a bar. Like, I know my beer here that I get, I feel it's cleaner than getting one from a bar. But it's not. It's the same fucking thing. But I do wipe the fucking tops off of them before I fucking open them up. Like, if I have a can of beer, I wipe that motherfucker off and then I open it. It's every time. It's something I've always done. It's not just for COVID. It's something I've always did. Wash, motherfucker. Did I put an R in there? Sorry, wash. I'm going to start saying wash, 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 wash. But yeah, I mean, just we've been sharing these articles and shit, and it's like, man, all right. And we were talking about how, you know, do the gloves really make sense if you're going in touching things, and we both agreed to like, no, fuck them gloves. They ain't doing shit because all you're doing is spreading shit.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, the masks do work because it keeps you from spitting on. Like when you talk, things come out of your mouth. Spit comes out of your mouth. It's everybody. It ain't just one person. So I could see the mask working, but they're not made for me to wear a motherfucker for 10 hours.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
okay
the
to
gloves
wear
just turn in your hands.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just I don't think I could even think about going to a bar right now and opening up or getting an open drink from a bartender.
Well, I mean, you're just getting a bottle of beer. Or something.
That's what I'm saying, but it's open though. Like when they bring it to you, it's open.
Well, you watch them open it.
Yeah, but I just don't know how clean that refrigerator is that it's been sitting there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what goes through my head.
I'm be more worried about the other people than I am about the bottle.
I'm
or the
not.
glass or the
See,
can.
I'm not worried about the people because I can stay away from them.
You're eating out. You're getting fucking drinks served to you and whatever else. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole different animal right now, dude. It's definitely life has changed a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's been crazy.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I went and hung out with my buddy, and that's like the first time. Besides here with you.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've been around a person. I mean, we rode in a vehicle together. That's about as close you get to somebody.
Neither one of you wore a mask either. Neither wash a mask either.
No wash. We didn't wash them. But it was. I mean, obviously, you know, I work and I see people, but I don't really interact with them. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's they open the door after I walk away and like, thanks.
Yeah, you
from
set
a
it down
distance
on
or
the
whatever,
ground
yeah.
and ding, ding, ding.
So it was actually nice to like be around a friend.
You send messages or do you actually knock on their door?
Both.
You do both?
Depends.
Knock and then send a message?
Depends on what. Sometimes they tell you not to.
Right.
Sometimes they say don't fucking knock on my door. Don't. You'll make the dogs go crazy. Don't. Because
make the dogs go crazy.
Once you click the button on the app and say it's delivered, your phone will tell you the shit was delivered.
Right.
So you look and you're like, oh fuck, my food's out there. I hate it when I order food. I don't like it when they knock on my door. I'm fucking waiting. Most people are too. They're like, the shit doesn't come quick. You know what I mean?
What the fuck do I have on
So you're sitting there
phone?
like pacing the fucking drive, watching the little fucking icon move.
I did use
And you're like,
DoorDash.
oh, he's on my fucking porch, and you're like peeking out the window, but you don't want him to see you. Trust, I've been a customer too. I know you're watching.
Now, I did use DoorDash for the first time, and I really wasn't comfortable with it. I had ordered Arby's.
Yeah.
And the bag came wide open. They didn't sticker it shut or nothing. And I was like,
some places do, some places don't. It depends on where you order from. That's
And
not a DoorDash thing. That's the restaurant.
yeah. But remember, I asked you, like, I talked about the radio show that I listened to during the day or whatever. They were talking about, like, how they interviewed delivery drivers like that about eating fries.
Yeah.
And they do it. Like it was like 80% of people do it, right? 80% of them drivers do it.
I believe it.
And so
I would say probably at this point, probably 90% of the restaurants you order from, the bag's sealed.
Yeah, well, this one wasn't.
No,
And that was the first.
seals. McDonald's has their own bags. They make it themselves. They fucking tape the shit out of it most of the time. Occasionally, you go there like at night, they don't.
They don't even
fucking follow the rules. They just hand it out. Some restaurants, you just have to order it yourself as the driver, so they just hand it to you as though you're the customer.
Right.
A lot of places do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just like, that was the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, man, is this even safe to fucking eat? But I looked at it. I looked in the bag, and everything was like neatly placed, like Arby's does. You know.
Yeah.
Like everything fits in the bag perfect. So when you pull the shit out, it all just like it's fucked up then because it's in there so perfect. And I literally studied the bag and I was like, all right, we're good.
I think it's fine. I mean, obviously you probably have the exact same issues you had before. Like
yeah, no, definitely.
There could be a
Like, it's different when you order a pizza because you know, okay, well, they work for the fucking
but
company.
it's
So
not.
if you have a problem.
It's really not, though. It's the same. It's literally
No,
the
it's
same.
not the same. I can call up Domino's.
Maybe not mentally, but it is the same.
No,
Like,
I can call up Domino's and say, hey, your driver fucked my pizza up.
You can do the same thing. It's fucking
Yeah, I gotta deal with the fucking internet, go online, then I gotta type a fucking message. I can't call nobody. Who you call?
DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever it is.
Yeah, then I leave a message and wait for somebody to get back to me.
No, it's fucking. There's people there.
24 hours.
At least there was. I don't know about currently, but before the crazy shit there was.
That makes me feel better.
Or it's chat. They do chat, which is even easier. Chat's even easier to complain on.
Like Heather's writing paragraphs in here. We're just trying to talk and read.
All right, YouTube, we're out of here.
Yeah, peace out.
We love you, YouTube. Make sure you guys tune in next week. Madman Pondo. If you don't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We got some more stuff dropping, food reviews, all kinds of stuff happening. We love y'all. Peace.
You're
YouTube.
right, Heather. This is not a one-size-fit-all situation at all.